The scary thing is they control so much of our data. They control so much information about us. Like, they know what we're watching, what we're consuming, what we like to buy, what we like to fucking eat. They know everything about us. And what do you think they're doing with that data?
You think it'll be raw on edit it out.
Bitches too.
Alright, we gonna talk about bitches, I guess. She switching legs on top of me. We at the sweatshop right now. And we are live. Welcome back to the fucking sweatshop.
You heard?
It's your boy, the host, JJ Suarez.
What the fuck is good? It's your boy, Hoodie Kev.
And as always, we got Big O, Oscar on the ones and twos.
Yo.
Welcome back to another fucking episode 3. We here.
Yes, sir. We back. We made it 3 deep.
3 deep.
And 1, 3 out shit, you heard me?
You heard? Like I said before, bro, we in episode 3 and this shit just gonna keep getting wilder and wilder. So if you're a sensitive person and you can't take wild shit that comes out of our mouths, just get off, B.
It's mostly Kev.
We got some bullshit ass topics.
We got some bullshit ass topics. First and foremost, we gonna talk about JJ's trip to the fucking moon. JJ, how the fuck is you going, bro?
We making guap. If you ain't cop Dogecoin yet, bro,
I'm sick, nigga. I'm sick, bro. I'm sick. I doubted these niggas.
Son, come on, dog. I told these motherfuckers at like 3 cents, 4 cents, like, yo, cop Dogecoin.
You got it at 3 cents?
Yeah, bro, my average cost before it boomed was like 4 cents.
Bro, isn't it like at 50 right now?
It was at 44 this morning. It dropped to like 36.
When I checked, it was like at 20, like almost 29, 30. It was like 29, 30. That was like the average.
It's been hovering at like 36.
But nigga, 30 cents. There's somebody that copped it at 0.003 something, bro. That's like
less than
a
penny.
fucking,
Like a third of a penny.
Nigga.
And he cashed out when it was at 36 cents, and he flipped his shit 100-fold.
Suck my
He
cat.
put in 60. He cashed out 6,800.
Wait, but is this one of those year-long things? Where like it's like the stock's not gonna just keep growing in this like month.
I mean,
going, like,
I think it's gonna grow.
You know, it's crypto. Like it's gonna be volatile. It's probably gonna drop back down eventually.
I'm gonna wait for it to drop.
I've seen some shit that's not even in a lot of like things that involve like cryptocurrency.
What do you mean?
Like so you know that company KD owns Coinbase?
Coinbase.
Like it's not even an option on Coinbase yet.
It's like one of the newest cryptos.
Yeah,
like,
once it gets added to all that shit, do you think
it's 6 years old?
But like in terms of popularity, like people haven't been buying it for 6 years.
Of course. Like fucking Bitcoin's like over 10 years old.
No, Bitcoin's old.
If you would have invested like 2,000 fucking in Bitcoin 10 years ago, nigga, you have bread.
Bro, there was football players who like in the 2010 or some shit like that, like in the early 2010s, they wanted part of their contract in Bitcoin. So they got, I don't know, I can't tell you who it was. They're brothers, but they got like $1 million worth of Bitcoin like 8-9 years ago in their contract. Bro, they're billionaires now.
I was about to say, bro, the Kings owners, the first NBA teams to start implementing paying players.
Elon Musk is taking Bitcoin as payments for his whips, and that's beautiful.
Bro, he's copying mad Dogecoin.
I mean, he's flipping that though.
Because
all that increases,
because
and he owns
the Tesla, the X, whatever the fuck it is. It's like 140, so 2 Bitcoins. Bro,
2 Bitcoin's like 60K.
And that shit could go up to that shit could go up to 100,000. So he made 2 Bitcoins on top of that.
Yeah, exactly. That's just gonna go up.
Bro.
Like he took over Jeff Bezos'
as an
spot as
athlete,
the richest man in the world.
Would you take Bitcoin as payment?
Yes.
Bro, as a rope nigga, imagine being a benchy. You just like you a whole
bro.
life, like,
if I'm an NBA player
like,
right now, that's trash. Yo, give me all my pays and fucking Bitcoin.
I don't know about all of it, but give me.
I'll take all of
it.
Bro,
if they told you you're gonna get a vet minimum's contract worth of Bitcoin,
$2 million.
That could be worth in like 10 years, dogs.
Yeah.
That ain't. That you could go into a max contract.
But
it's Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin. That's the risk. That's the risk.
Yeah, it could go down.
Like Elon Musk could take those 60 racks. That shit could drop on some bullshit, and that nigga losing hella bread.
Same thing with Dogecoin. There are people who got millions of Dogecoins. Like, and I mean, if it drops back down, it drops.
Did you see the one Louis sent today? One of his coworkers put in $60.
Yeah, it was $60. He cashed out $6,800. That's what I was just telling you.
Crazy.
Yeah, 100-fold, bro.
I mean, all those stockbrokers is elite. Those are like professional gamblers.
That's not even stocks. That's separate from stock. Cryptocurrency ain't stocks.
Are you? Oh, I know, but like I mean, everybody's been investing in it.
But it's impossible to predict that shit.
It really is.
Like it's like you could.
Nah. There's a finesse to it. Like it's impossible to predict it. It's professional gambling.
Yeah.
Like, you take your guesses, like, and you educate.
Louis told me to invest in the Ethereum.
Yeah,
He
that's
told me
up
at
right now.
What is
1,200.
that?
He told me,
It's
bro,
another
buy
cryptocurrency,
this, buy
like
this.
Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum.
I had like 4,000 that I could waste. I was like, yo, I'm about to buy 2, Louis. He was like, nigga, just buy it right now, buy it. I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, man, I don't even like, nigga,
Just
I
top
can't
one.
lose that money. I'm like, yo, if I lose it, I'm fucked.
You would've flipped it.
Bro, now, nigga, I could have been
It's like at 3K
easy,
right now.
racks, easy money, bro. I'm sick
I
to my
mean,
stomach.
I don't know about that shit, so I'm always on the sense like I'm not going to invest.
And he
unless,
told me
like, I
yesterday,
know
the other
about
day,
it.
he was like, you're a fucking idiot for not going for it. I'm like, bro, don't even tell me about it, nigga, because I'm sick.
I was thinking I should have bought more Dogecoin, but that's guap, boy. So if you out there looking for a way to make some money, just put a little bit of money in Dogecoin and just sit on it.
Take like the little bit that you have off your check. Like this is what I do, round it up. So
Yeah.
like if I'm making 860, I take that 60 and
There you go.
I use it. Like the extra money I have, I'll be like I could spend these $60 on food or
Yep.
bullshit that I want.
Oh, that's dope.
So
Yeah, that's smart.
like I always keep like the round number, then I just waste whatever I have left,
That
and I
makes
feel
sense.
fucking. I'm like fuck
That's
it.
smart.
But if I would have put those 60 in fucking Doge,
I mean,
and 60,
whew.
60, 60, 60, nigga, what?
I fuck with that because that's some like if you think back to when we was younger, it's like yo, you give me $60 for a week, I'll be hella
Oh,
good.
bro,
There's-
2 weeks.
I'll be
I
hella
can
there's
do
good.
this-
that
Yeah, you
shit.
feel
There's
me?
this guy that has $200 million worth of Bitcoin in a fucking USB
you-
thing, and he can't remember the fucking passcode.
That's me. son.
And he has 3 tries, and he used 2 of them. So he only has 1 more try on that password. He has no idea what the fuck the password is. He
My
has
nigga.
millions of dollars on this flash drive. He doesn't know the
My
password.
nigga, he's going on some nut shit. Just to, like his day must consist of just
Damn, but he
thinking
probably
where the fuck
encrypted
he was
that
at
shit.
that day, bro. Like, yo, what the fuck is the password? That's why I only have one or two passwords for everything, nigga.
Yeah, and I try to just like switch it up a little bit. Like,
Whenever I
make little
forget, I just
adjustments.
add one extra number. Like if most of my passwords does it once, I just add one more. I'm like
Nah.
one.
I be so smacked, son. I have like 12 passwords because I always forget them and have to make a new one. And they don't
That's
let you
just
it don't let you use the
retarded.
old one. Yeah.
It's the billionaires
There's,
that are
um,
making billions off of this.
Bro, the pandemic in general, billionaires have made a retarded amount of money off of the pandemic.
Jeff Bezos gave his wife $40 billion in his fucking divorce settlement. Motherfucker made
dude, that'd be sick,
$140 billion just during
in
the
the
pandemic,
pandemic.
bro.
Are you serious?
Amazon's taking over the world. Amazon's
Yes.
gonna be the fucking thing,
It
bro.
makes sense though, because everybody at home, the only
If-
way they could get resources.
And on top of that, they're
Bro, and
opening little
people-
stores around like
Yeah, they're
grocery
opening
stores and all
grocery
these
stores.
bullshits where, bro, they're doing it mad quiet
The
too.
scary thing is they control so much of our data. They control so much information about us. Like they know what we're watching, what we're consuming, what we like to buy, what we like to fucking eat. They know everything about us. And what do you think they're doing with that data? They sell it. They sell it to advertising companies, to marketing companies, to fucking Google. They sell our data. When I tell
Exactly.
you, information and data is literally the hottest commodity in the world right now.
When that's why when you be
Yeah,
on
like
Instagram, when you be on
like
No,
not
not even
passwords,
password,
but like the emails,
date of births,
like,
emails, names, addresses, and then all the little data like what they bought yesterday.
Exactly,
because then
bro.
they can advertise other shit you might want.
they could sell you. They're probably, if you're talking about data, they probably sell like shit that you probably looked up on Amazon.
Yeah,
and then,
Google
bro,
history
you open up your
search.
fucking Instagram and that shit you was just looking at is a
Yo,
fucking
God,
ad. I'm like, how
bro,
the fuck
Apple-
is this?
Apple sells your data too.
I'm like, how the
I
fuck
believe-
is
I
this
believe
here,
that and
bro?
Google.
Google
I'm
sells your
pretty sure
data.
Google.
Facebook, Instagram, they all sell your
Nah,
data.
Facebook been got caught for that.
Oh yeah, no, Mark Zuckerberg's a fucking alien. I think he's a lizard.
Mark Zuckerberg, do you know how he made Facebook, bro? He deadass took the
he's-
project off of one of his roommates.
You ever
Bro.
seen this? You seen the social network,
He's
right?
a fucking
serious?
sick
He was
fuck.
big,
He's a piece of shit. No, fuck dick riding. He just like took credit.
I mean, he took credit for it, but you don't know what the fuck that other nigga was gonna do with it. What if he wasn't no Mark Zuckerberg, B? He was.
That's true. A
He
certain
was,
type of
he was,
person.
he was the
Yeah, yeah,
motherfucker
yeah.
from MySpace, Jeff, right? That was his name.
No,
the,
Tom.
the
Tom,
the one
Tom.
motherfucker you had. As
First motherfucker that friended me.
First Facebook
Tom,
friend.
what's good, yo?
Tom ain't make no money, B, because he ain't.
He fumbled
ain't-
MySpace. Yeah, he wasn't Mark Zuckerberg.
Shout out to fucking MySpace. Remember MySpace?
Yeah, of course, bro.
Ooh.
You click on somebody's profile, you get their music playing. That shit was fire.
had that
I had
eight-
playlists waiting.
I was
Yo,
on that
Lil
sad boy
B
shit.
made a come up off MySpace,
Oh,
son.
bro, B.O.B. like mad people
Nah,
came
but
famous
like
on
Lil
MySpace.
B, so he's garbage. So
Yeah,
what he
100%.
would do is he would just
Lil B.
Yeah, so Lil B would make mad fake MySpaces and just keep playing and reliking his shit until his shit got like into
That's-
the trending playlist.
Marketing, baby.
That's Mark. Hell
That's
yeah.
marketing,
Nigga, I gotta
baby.
do that shit now.
Yeah.
Have you seen KD's old MySpace?
KD.
Yeah,
no.
he has like he's like tall boy baller. He's like, yeah, baby, gonna be my friend. That's
Bro,
some
Easy
shit,
Money
nigga.
Sniper. That's an old school ass name. Easy Money Sniper.
Yo,
That's
why
the shit on
KD on your
IG.
man Shannon Sharpe?
KD got pressed by Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, Shannon Sharpe.
Shannon Sharpe should just avoid speaking
Shannon-
about like people like that.
Also, you gotta fact check the shit. Like, how you just gonna take that shit, a graphic on Twitter and
Yeah,
Facebook?
facts.
For those that don't know, there was a graphic on Twitter that was a quote from, supposedly a quote from KD, talking about how if LeBron's the GOAT and I beat him twice in the finals and hit the game-winning shot in his face, what does that make me? It wasn't a real quote though. He didn't say that. But Shannon Sharpe. Oh, that was Skip that said that?
That was Skip, because
I didn't know that.
Once he made the 2 threes, he made the same 3 in the same spot in the same court twice
back
in a
to
row.
back.
So if he calls him fucking the GOAT, he's like, so if your GOAT made that shot and KD just made it over him, what is he? So I guess that shit just got fabricated.
Yeah, it got fabricated. People put it in a graphic, and Shannon Sharpe, who is a famous TV personality, who's been doing
one of the greatest tight ends ever.
easily one of the greatest, probably top 3 tight end of all time behind like Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates. Like that's probably the top 3.
Yo, we really got to watch both of them play though.
Bro, those are 2. Yeah,
Like in our lifetime, like in their prime. Like
Who?
I ain't watched
Tony
football.
Gonzalez and Antonio Gates.
Yeah, I ain't watched football like that, but I knew about Gates because fantasy football he carried my ass.
He was
I knew about
crazy.
Tony Gonzalez because
That's
he was
the
breaking
goat.
records every other. Like
He's
every
a
other
goat.
week.
That's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, Tony Gonzalez, that's the
Gronk's
GOAT.
He's
up
on the
there
Falcons,
too.
right?
Gronk, yeah, he was on the Falcons. Most of his
Gronk's,
career.
how many rings does Gronk have? 3 or 4?
3.
3?
Yeah,
Gronk-
pretty sure it's 3.
Gronk's a monster, bro.
He was unstoppable. That's one of those guys that like, and you know who I used to hate, bro? Jason Witten. Those are 2 tight ends that those motherfuckers were always open, dog. Like, why do you not?
You be getting me Tay on ESPN now, that bastard.
Jason Witten, yeah, Jason Witten.
Fucking Jason Witten, bro. Sad he had fucking Tony Romo as his quarterback, nigga.
Tony Romo was not a bad quarterback.
Yo, isn't he like the highest paid
he has
football
a
analyst?
contract
probably.
for $180 million on CBS.
180?
Yep.
Bro, I thought it was like 80.
It's like 10 years. It's 10 years though. So I mean, he's still getting bread. Bro.
It's 18 million a year.
But
That's
if,
more
but,
than.
if, but if you
10-year
cut down
contract?
his fucking the way he analyzes the game, he's goated.
His football IQ is like.
He breaks
it's
down the
crazy.
plays. He's like, yo, he's gonna cover on the left. Oh, he's gonna hit it down the
Actually, I haven't
middle.
watched
And bro,
it.
they dead ass do what he does. He's like, there's a run to the left.
If you see him on CBS, he'll dead ass sit there. He'll be like, "Oh, I've seen this defense before. Like this route, like an out route to the running back is going to be wide open for a touchdown. Hike, it's wide open, and he just dumps it. Like he knows it.
Because a lot of people shit on like not bench players, but like NBA players that aren't stars. And Tony Romo to me was always that star, but he wasn't like a superstar.
Yeah,
Obviously, he
like a
was a
fringe.
superstar because he played for the Cowboys, and that's a like major market. But he wasn't like that superstar level of talent. But even then, you could still see like they different. Like
I mean,
you
when he
might
was
watch
in the
it,
league,
you
though,
think you nice.
When he was in the league, he was not. I wouldn't say top 5 quarterback, but he was always a top 5 paid quarterback. Like they paid him. They knew what he was worth.
Jerry Jones loves his
Jerry
boy.
Jones loves Tony
Jerry
Romo in general.
Jones loves Tony Romo, bro. You know how much he hurt him to fucking have to give Dak his spot, but that's earned
He
it.
didn't want to pay Dak at all.
He did it.
Yeah,
He didn't want.
He's
to
an
pay Dak
idiot.
at all.
He
Jerry Jones is a
franchise
piece of
tagged
shit.
him
Just know,
twice.
as a Skins fan, bro, like that's my most hated team.
Hey,
Dak was
Washington
like that.
football team, baby.
Nah,
Yeah,
Skins,
Skins
bro.
fan, bro.
That's the best, baby.
That's not the Redskins, bro.
It's not American if it's not racist.
It's really stupid.
You know what I mean?
It's really stupid for them to change the name at this point.
No, it's not.
Bro,
How old is that team? Can you look it up, please? I just wanted to know
Bro,
this.
fam was showing me the name of the potential, like
Trash.
like the
Trash,
list for the
trash
potential
names,
names. That's
bro,
what I was
trash
saying. I was
names.
like, bro, I don't want.
They
any
had-
of these.
That's why they just
They
stuck
had-
with the Washington.
they
I
football.
was like, the
They had
best
him
one
at-
is like the pig, like the hogs.
They had them the Washington Titans, bro. Are
Nah,
you
I
kidding
ain't with
me,
that. I
man?
ain't with
Get
that.
out of here.
I was like, the best one's like the football club, which is just generic.
1932. They've been the Redskins since 1932.
They were founded as the Boston Braves. No, I'm sorry, they weren't the Redskins yet. They were the Boston Redskins in 1937.
I think that
Okay,
was still
so
racist
1937.
at that
If you
time.
think about it, our grandparents probably weren't born in 1937, bro. So
Nah.
like,
Nah.
I mean, my mom was born in 77. My grandmother was probably born in like this.
I know my grandmother
early
was born
50s
in like
probably.
56.
Yeah,
bro,
she's
so-
probably my grandma probably early 50s.
like my great grandmother was born in like 38.
Oh shit.
So like my
So
great
even
grandmother,
your great-grandmother.
yeah. So like the Reds. So for people, it's like me personally, my whole life they've been the Redskins. So like for me, it's a little weird for them. I got the point. Like it's some fucked up shit.
They had to do that.
Yeah, I think it's,
Especially
first
in
of all
the
they
climate
should
of the world.
have been done it. They
I
should
mean,
have
sure.
been done it.
But
But
shouldn't
it's
have every team done that, like the Indians and shit like
That's
that?
what I said last
There's a
time. But the
difference
Indians is a
between-
different. It's like the way they use the name, like
Exactly.
the Indians and the Redskins.
Yeah, they're not even
Like,
calling them
yeah.
Indians. They're just calling them
There's a
Redskins
difference between
at
the
that point.
Indians and the Chiefs. Like those aren't derogatory terms. The Redskins, like calling, like that's like
Hey, but
having
that's
like
to be
having
fire though.
bro. That's like having an Asian team and you call them the Yellow Boys. Like
Hey.
what? Like that's not cool.
Them
That's
boys shining.
racist. Just fucking stupid.
That'd be mad fucked up. Like, mad people
It
be
would
like
be.
fucking Asian people. Even today, they get called fucking with like wonton soup or like they're like just fucked up. Like, yo, go get wonton
So
soup.
that Asian
bro.
that's
hate
right,
that
yeah.
Asian hate shit got real. Like
Real,
it's
it's been
not it
big.
got real. It's been real.
Yeah, it's
but
been real,
getting
but-
brought to the light.
And
a
I'm
lot more
glad,
recently.
and I think it's more because of all the shit with Black Lives Matter. Like we're moving forward as a collective, as a society. I hope it seems that way. So yeah, we're not dealing with this Indian racist Redskins bullshit. We're not dealing with the Asian hate because Asian grandmas and Asian elders have been getting their asses kicked for a long time. Like you hear stories about that shit all the time, where an Asian grandpa walking home from his house and he just gets fucking robbed and bugged. Like,
That's fucked up.
it is fucked
Yeah,
up.
It's the same way
fucked
with
up.
Latinos though. Like Hispanics, we get it bad too, bro. Like people, I don't know what the fuck white people think they are, B. Like
Yeah, it's
that
just
ass,
that
bro.
supremacy shit. Like it's
who the-
racism.
who the fuck-
Children of God.
Who the fuck do they think they are? Like
We come from
just
a
because you
different
got
cloth.
blue eyes and blonde hair, you think you can shit on people?
That's
for
the
no
crazy.
reason?
Like yeah, racism is a crazy
Because your
thing.
name is fucking Tommy, you could shit on somebody whose name is Carlos B. Come on, now. Stop playing
They
around,
did us.
bro.
They did us see them as like. That's why I hate when like you get these videos of white people going to a Spanish restaurant and talking shit like, "Yo, why you speaking Spanish? You in America speak
Yeah.
English." Boy, you went to go get Spanish
Yeah,
food and
facts,
you said they
facts.
speak in Spanish.
Yeah,
White,
facts.
dog.
if you bring a motherfucker from Kansas, from Mississippi, from all them places that are mad racist to Union City and say that shit, they gonna
Bro,
get stomped by
the
Cubans.
craziest thing is that it's because they've never seen anything but white people.
That's
You
ignorant.
go to Kansas, you go to like these middle America flyover states, and it's just white people.
Yeah, and they're
it's
all
just
cousins.
white people. They're all related in some way.
I didn't believe that shit till I left Jersey. Like I'm
Yeah.
in Jersey, like I love Jersey, but I went like to DR. So like you go back to the island, I'm still seeing a lot of me.
course.
There's a lot of places where it's just densely populated by the same fucking like
Exactly.
nationality or like your fucking like your weight. Like if you go to like Fort Lauderdale, it's very just like black people. Like
Yeah.
that's what there is. Like they just densely populate in one fucking spot.
And you go further south in Florida, you get Cubans.
Yeah,
like
you
get
go fucking Cuban, nigga.
Do you
They
think that's
Donald
just-
Trump supporters down there. Be
Fucking
like,
bastards.
I said it.
Do you think that's just natural that people just gravitate towards
Yeah.
more like of their own kind, or do you think that's kind of set up like type shit?
I think it depends
I
because
think it's
redlining in politics is a
Exactly,
thing. That's definitely a thing. But I feel like when you get communities, like we have a big Jewish community uptown, they do gravitate to each other.
Because why not?
Exactly. They're more like, of course, that just makes sense that you're going to be around people who look like you. But the problem is that when you gravitate towards those other people and you stay in that and you refuse to
you
branch
don't know
out.
the word.
And you
Like,
refuse
you don't know the
to,
world.
Yeah, you refuse to branch out. And so instead of being like, okay, I'm in this tight knit community of all African Americans or all Hispanics or whatever, but I need to branch out and
We do
experience other
this.
people.
We do the same shit.
We do. We
Like-
talk to people. Like we go
Yeah,
out.
like
and we,
fucking Union City, bro. You go
Mad.
to any bodega, it's either Dominican or it's fucking Hindu.
Bro, I pull
Yeah.
up to the chinos right now. I tell them, give me totones con arroz.
they
They don't
know.
understand that. Like they speak
Bro, they
Spanish.
do
like
speak-
three
They're like
languages
totones.
type
but
shit.
that's the thing. When you
Totones, yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know.
Yo, straight like that. But when you have a diverse neighborhood like that, and we can all experience all these different ethnicities and different groups of people, and we understand them, and we, especially in our school, diverse as fuck. We had everybody in that school,
We had
but there are
everybody.
people in Middle America where it's just white people. And
We didn't
that's
have a
all they
lot of
see.
black people though, like black people.
Not black, but we had dark skinned Hispanics, and
but like those don't even qualify because
they count.
like
Afro
those-
Latinos, they count.
It's all the same
yeah,
shit,
like
man.
most of them are Dominicans. They just wilding out with the dembow
Hey, yo,
and the
yo, show my
speakers.
people.
They got the remember at high school the motherfuckers that used to come with that fucking that speaker that looked like a fucking book bag.
Yeah,
And they
they
just
roll
drag
that shit
around,
around.
crazy.
listening to
Crazy.
dembow or some
Bro, on some crazy
And
shit.
you know what's
7 a.m. right
and
now.
you know what's the craziest part about this? Just imagine our fucking lunch table. Like we because we grew up with each other. Like we would sit around with our friend group and like us because we're boys. But if you ever peeped the fucking the Dominican people were sitting on that one side,
Yeah.
all straight Dominican.
That's true.
And it was we're diverse and we just have to expand.
But you
and we-
always gravitate towards what you know, and you gravitate towards people you know.
And you know what I feel like? I feel like racism is not gonna die out anytime soon.
No, it's never gonna die out
It's never.
because there's always gonna be something in the human nature that someone who looks different than you or acts different than you is scary.
And it's also your beliefs. What
That's
you're
true
taught as a
too. When
little
you're
kid.
taught as a kid, yeah, there's kids who are grown up and their parents teach
That's
them
the,
racism.
that's the thing is the Jewish thing you said. What street is that?
like 39 up there, like from like 36 to like 40th or some shit like that.
But
like-
it's like fucking like from Padley and New York
Padley,
Ave.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that. So like they do it for a different reason. Like they do it to like be pure and like they don't believe in like as much technology as we have. Like
That's
have you ever
true.
seen it like those little Jewish boys or like grown men? They still have flip phones. Like they don't want to be on that.
Every time I think of Jewish people, I think of that video where the little kid walks up and goes, "Damn, your shit probably be fire if they ain't cut your shit, bro."
Like, fuck it, bro.
Fuck it, bro. It's your life. That is fucking
And that's
crazy.
why
But you're right, though, yeah.
The way white people, we had the most racist fucking president. One of the most racist people in America that has such a fucking wild following, bro. These motherfuckers done broke into the Capitol because they rocked with him so much.
And the thing is that it didn't start with Trump. None of he when he got up there, because I remember before we started, you said that like Donald Trump was a Democrat his whole life. And when he wanted to run for president, because this is not the first time he said he was going to run for president either. He's done it in the 80s. He did it before, but he was running as Democrat and he couldn't get the following.
I actually didn't know that.
Once he knew, and all these, especially after George Bush.
It's like Joe Biden too. Joe Biden he ran for presidency multiple times.
And he lost it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
But Trump, all he does is sing the Republican Party's greatest hits. Build a wall. They are out to get us. Fucking the Latinos are coming to rape and bring drugs. This is shit that Reagan and Nixon and all the Republicans before Trump were already spitting. Like, this is not new shit. But Trump came out and said that shit at rallies. And he was like, yo, like, revving up these fucking people.
That was shit the previews were implying, but they weren't outright saying. And Trump just outright said that.
That's why at times I'll be like, yo, he's a gangster. Because, bro, the way he was saying shit, like, if his skin was black, he would get murked by somebody else.
Yeah, for sure. It's because he's mad blunt.
Straight.
But he's blunt, but he's ignorant. Like, he's stupid, but he'll say whatever the fuck he's thinking.
He did nothing for us, bro. Like, he did nothing, but everybody just hated
positive.
him. If you ever, during his presidency, if you turned on fucking Univision or Telemundo, nigga, whenever they would talk about Donald Trump, they would be clowning him. And you know how Spanish people be, they be taking it. Like, look at this dumbass motherfucker running it up, bro. He's some dumb.
One of the first things he did when he walked in was ban travel from like 6 Muslim countries. And he was like, these Muslims can't, these shithole countries, they can't come in, yada, yada, yada. From the get, he was already starting on some us versus them shit. And make America great again, all that has ever meant is make America white again. Build a wall and don't let Latinos in. Ban Muslims from coming into the country. Shit like that. Like
If you go to like JJ said, like a white, like those flyover states, bro, for them a fucking Latino is a Mexican off rip.
Yeah,
like
100%.
if you're fucking Latino, you're Mexican. That's it. Like everybody just be like, where are you from? You're fucking Mexican. Are you Mexico?
Yeah,
what
like do you speak Mexican? Like what the fuck? Like shit's crazy.
I'll say this much, bro. I think Trump really showed us all the bad in our country.
Yeah,
because a lot of when you have hate in your heart, all you waiting is for a hating ass nigga to say the same shit, so you
and then you relate, and you jump onto it.
And Trump came out and he said the worst things that niggas were thinking.
Like I said, the Republicans
they were scared to come out. Yeah,
the way
that's
I see
the positive.
The way I see
we see that shit.
It did shine a light on a lot of people. Like we didn't know these people believe this shit. Like a lot of people were hiding this shit.
In 2016 to 2020, we didn't know people still like that.
We didn't know a lot of people had these ideas like, oh shit, you don't fuck with Hispanic people. You want us to build a wall. You think immigrants are a bad thing. Like, bro, that's crazy.
Bro,
or ain't you
if you look at the fucking the Hispanic people that are immigrants here, what do? What are their jobs? Their main job is fucking construction.
Bro, they do the jobs that white people don't want to do.
And what does the white man do? The white man gypsum. Just because they don't have papers, they pay him shit. And why are you gonna do it? Because you have no other option.
Exactly.
And you're making 3-4 times what you were making in your country. So for you, it's money, but you're gonna have to fucking sacrifice the fuck out of the thing. And they're over here, they're working in Georgia, they're working in all those fucking like sunshine states where they're growing tomatoes or they're growing all like the vegetables and shit. So they're picking it. Like a white man is not gonna go over there and fucking. They don't have no machines. Like I thought we were in like 2020, 2021. Like we have like those machines that just go around and pick the crops. But the fucking people are dead ass on those fields picking them shits themselves.
That's that vegan shit though. Like you can't be using a lot of those type of machines or certain types of treatment for the plants.
Depends on the plants,
you can't ever put it out because they
hire people to
do
it.
And
that's
they're
who they hire.
Shit, bro. Those people.
Shit.
I saw some shit the other day that they wanted. They were like this big company, like wine company, was hiring people. They were gonna pay them $10,000 a month. and they were gonna live in the fucking spot where the grapes are at and all this shit, and like they had to ferment the wine and everything, but they had to live there and work, bro. And I'm pretty sure whatever you're getting paid is good money, but you're gonna get dogged for that money, bro.
I mean,
you're gonna be working
there, bro.
sun
But I mean,
up to
everything's paid
sun
for.
down,
That's
baby.
different. But I'm thinking like you said, like they have no other choice, right? They have to do these shit paying jobs because they don't have papers. But at the same time, America makes it so hard to get your papers, bro. Like it makes it impossible. So for these families that are coming over
process
from
is just
nothing,
tedious.
bro, fuck being tedious. That shit takes years. Like
That
you
shit
can,
take- and it's
bro,
not
you can-
expensive.
Yeah,
It's not
my mom
expensive.
took like 4
It
years to
takes
get hers.
years. And some people take longer.
Not even 4 years. Nah, cause she came to this country when I was like the year I was born, and she ain't get those papers till I remember. Which you get
must
me?
have
You
been
get me?
like-
Like so, I
yeah,
remember.
time,
Like I was at least like 12 or like 8 type shit.
Yeah,
when
but,
she got them. So that was at least 8 to 12 years.
But like for you, like we could say for you, you're in a fucking island right off the coast of fucking Florida, so it's not that like you could come here in a plane
is
or
it
in
more
a,
difficult if it's
It's
like from
way
farther?
more difficult if you're in South America.
Mexico-
In South
from,
America,
like coming up that southern border, bro.
like
it's terrible.
like I could talk
I didn't
about
know
this.
that. Educate
Check
me.
this out, B. I'm gonna tell you because there's like this. You know, I be in Ecuador all the time, nigga, and I'll be there for a long time. So I have this friend. His name is Jimmy. So Jimmy was coming. I was in Ecuador last time. So he came here. I came back in December. He came like November, like at the end of October and shit. So he's coming over here. It cost him $14,000. Ecuador has this treaty with Mexico, like some type of deal. You know, how money works. So to go from Ecuador to Mexico, you don't need a visa. You don't need nothing. You get on a plane, you fly to Mexico.
Right.
In Mexico, you pay 14 grand for, they call them coyotes or some shit like that.
Okay.
For the guy that's gonna take you and cross you over the border. They crossed my man's over the border, bro. They crossed him over, had him in Texas. He called me. He was like, yo, like I'm here. Like I'm about to be in Jersey. Like somebody's gonna come pick me up and I'm gonna go to Jersey. Bro, tell me
Texas?
how. Yeah, like he was in Texas. Tell me how some motherfucker, somebody had taken like $3,000 from one of the people that they were breaking bread because they like mix it with a whole bunch of people so everybody gets their piece. Somebody's piece was missing. So this motherfucker done took all of the people that had got crossed to Mexico and he kidnapped them.
Oh, because he didn't get his share of the
Yeah,
money.
he had them kidnapped. He had them.
So somebody came up.
Somebody had told them that they had taken the money. So my friend told me that they had him like butt ass naked. Like they were checking everybody. They had them naked with guns to their heads, like crazy shit. And they had them in like a room, like a small ass like bedroom, bro. And they had them all there. So the lady that was on the other side of Mexico, she already knew that they could possibly even kill these people. So that she called the fucking the U.S. like the people that were like, yo, they're there. So they took him and they locked up my friend.
Because he was coming over illegally.
Yeah, they went and they took. I have the video. Like it's like Telemundo covered it. It was like fucking like a ring, a trafficking ring for like people and shit. So they had my man locked up.
Jesus.
And then his brother called me and he's like, yo bro, can you do me a favor? Can you like sign a paper since you're a U.S. citizen and like say that you vouch for my brother, like so they could let him go. So I vouched for it. I told my dad made one, my uncle made one. So we had like 40 signatures of U.S. citizens vouching for this guy. So he went to trial. They released him. So now they're giving him asylum here because somebody had deadass tried to kill him in fucking Texas because somebody didn't get their money.
Yeah.
So
that should fuck him up. Like,
yeah. So bro,
I can imagine it's traumatizing.
fucking $14,000 to live that shithole, like bro, and like he was like a month like captive. Like nobody knew what the fuck this guy was on. Like he was on some like his mom
no
they could
contact.
have killed my son. Like where the fuck is he? I was like, yo, where the fuck is this nigga?
Yo,
bitch?
That's
crazy.
That's some shit a lot of America don't take like.
No,
like,
they don't know
take it
that
for
shit.
granted.
They
like,
don't know that shit.
Like this is all for an opportunity just to come here. You feel me?
Mind you, because there's
And niggas
two
say
options.
we be taking this shit for granted.
It's crazy. And there's two options. You either go through that, which is fucking crazy, super dangerous, super expensive, yada, 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 or you sit and wait in your country and you go through a 10, 15-year process of trying to get your fucking papers.
You
Either way,
can't
opportunity.
you can't get a citizenship here. Like a citizenship or a residency. The only thing you could get is a visa. The
While
only way
you're already in the country.
No, you could get a visa over there to come over here, and that's what a
Right.
lot of people do. It's,
Yeah.
it's a way easier way. They get a visa, they fly over, they just stay here.
Yeah.
And then, but he couldn't do that. Obviously, he already went to get the visa. They rejected him, so he did that. to get the papers, you have to marry somebody that's a U.S. citizen. So like you marry them, and like that's the process. It's a lot easier, and you get your papers, but you have to be in the U.S.
It just makes everything
Exactly.
Like,
So
it's
it's not possible for you to get a fucking citizenship unless you're like a fucking like a diplomat or like a fucking an important person in another country that is gonna work here and is gonna stay here.
They could bend the
So
rules
that's
for that
crazy.
shit,
They can't even
No,
like
they
that.
can't. You can only get a visa.
People don't understand the process of getting that citizenship. Like my mom's not a citizen. She came here from Cuba when she was 3 years old. She has a permanent residency.
Your mom
card.
is Cuban.
Yeah.
Okay.
She got a permanent residency. She's from Havana. Like she came when she was 3 years old.
She's
Like
also
she was born.
Mercedes.
Bro, they came over and well, I always make fun of her. I'd be like, oh, they came over on a raft, but she flew over here. She said, but she's not a citizen. She got a permanent residency card because that process is a bitch.
But how does
It's a
that work? Because if you have a residency, after 5 years, you could apply to get your citizenship.
I didn't know that. And she probably doesn't know that.
Tell her, put
I'll
on
tell
game,
her.
nigga. I got a question for you. You're Puerto Rican, like your family is all Puerto Rican.
My father's Puerto Rican. My mother's
Exactly.
Cuban.
No, I know, but I'm saying like your family, like you got a family
Yeah.
that's. Y'all, since it's a U.S. territory, you guys are U.S. citizens.
Yes.
Like, off rip.
Yeah, no, my
Okay.
grandma, everyone who lives in Puerto Rico is a U.S.
All
citizen.
right, that was a question that I've always had because my aunt is Puerto
Yo,
Rican,
fine, bro.
and I've never asked her. I'm like, bro, like, when the fuck did y'all get claimed as a
Yeah,
US
no, they can
territory?
come over to the U.S. whenever they want. Yeah.
Oh, so you only need an ID to travel between PR and...
Yup.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like flying.
It's
Oh,
like
that's
going,
good
it's like
though.
going to the
That's-
Virgin Islands. You only need a
Virgin
hug,
Islands, yeah, they're U.S. territory, so you don't need. It's not. You don't need a passport. You
Nope.
don't need,
Bro, that's like going to the Clippers, you feel me? Like you could go to the Lakers in
Why
PR,
you always disrespecting
but
the fucking
you made it
Clippers,
to the Clippers, you good there.
And one of the craziest things, like of the work wages and whatever, like there's this guy that comes to my whenever we have something to do in our crib, like he comes and he's fucking, I think he's Salvadorian or no, he's from Guatemala, and this guy, like, he works just to support his family.
Yeah.
Like he says, I'm building my house, I'm gonna try to get a business. If I can't, I'm gonna leave either way. I can't work the way these people are treating me.
Yeah.
And my father is very good. Like my dad brings him, he gives him breakfast, he gives him lunch. Like my dad doesn't rush him. Like work at your own pace, do whatever you want to do. But other people aren't working like
No,
my dad, bro.
hell no.
Like there's other niggas that like, yo, what's up,
This
B? Let's
needs
get
to be
it.
done on my time,
And you gonna
like,
eat
yeah.
whenever you got fucking money to eat, bro. Like
shit.
yeah, like my mom cooks for these niggas. Like my mom be cooking for them. And she like his name is Esteban. He's like, Esteban, come upstairs to eat. So the nigga comes upstairs, eats at our table, our plates and everything. Like people are not working like that. with
People
these
are not,
Like,
and
nah.
that's-
Shout out your family though.
No, that's
There's
shout
not-
out- yeah,
there's
'cause
not
that's-
good people like that.
That's
in
just
the world,
humanity. Yeah, like that's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
dope.
like,
You
y'all
treat
dead ass
people
have-
right.
Yeah, cause my mom and dad been, bro. They didn't have shit, bro. So
Yeah.
like they know
So
what the
they
fuck
know.
it feels for people to try to like. My mom grew up without her parents. Like my mom's dad died when she was a fucking little girl. Her fucking mom left her. So like she's been raised by her grandparents, so she knows how it feels to be treated like shit. Like you're nothing, bro. So like she just
I
gets
feel
it,
that.
and she's one of the people that has she just raised us good. She like, yo, like everybody's the same. Like there's no reason for you to be on some fucked up shit to somebody because
Yeah.
you
And
just feel like you're superior to
And
somebody.
that's dope that she raised that, but I think that's where privilege comes from. Like we don't have that. We didn't grow up with privilege, but there are white people who have never had to feel like shit, who have never been in situations where they didn't know where their next meal was coming from. They have never been talked down on because of the way they looked. White people don't experience that, and that's why they think it doesn't happen. So there are white people out there who think, nah, the world's not, we're not even racist no
Like,
more.
I
Like we
be
chilling.
shit on Twitter.
What do you mean?
Like they just see they see it, they be like, yo, that gotta be some shit I just see on Twitter.
Yeah, like
I
it's
can't
like,
do
bro,
it.
this is
That
like
gotta
this
be
doesn't
tight.
happen, or this is just like a one-off thing. Like this
Until
doesn't
you see it in real
happen.
life. It's
There are
like,
people
yo,
that
it's
have
worse.
there are dead ass people our age that are living it up and they've never had this.
Never
They
had to
never had
suffer,
to. They never
never-
had to clock in a fucking machine
No.
and be like, bro.
Never.
They've
Hey,
always
that's
had
why
that
they-
chicken,
That's
bro.
why they downfall fast though. You feel me? 'Cause
Yeah, that's why they
when
get
you
hooked on
when you
hookers
get
and
that
drugs
hard
and
song,
shit. That's true.
Look at this guy, Aaron. What's his name? Aaron Darnold
What are you talking about?
Arnold. Who?
from the Rams.
The guy who
Aaron
got into a
Donald,
fight
the-
recently?
the one
Yeah, I
that
thought it
don't-
was Sam Darnold, bro.
the one that
You
don't
stupid.
beat the bricks off.
That boy Aaron Donald. That boy Aaron Donald didn't actually fuck somebody up, but the
He didn't.
memes have been really funny.
Bro,
But nah, that's like that privilege shit is like white some people, and I don't want to say just white people because I'm sure there's other ethnicities or nationalities or whatever, but it's mostly white Americans who have never dealt with racism, never dealt with poverty, never dealt with hunger, never dealt with scarcity and shit like that, who think that no, everything's fine, like racism doesn't exist, the world is good now, like we're all good because they don't experience it.
and you know what I saw the other day about this shit? Like if you go to England or like places in Europe, they're very big on who the fuck your family is, like your family tree, like where the fuck do you come from to be somebody important. And
yeah, like in that royalty shit,
yeah, like I had a teacher in high school, my English teacher, forgot his name, some old guy. You know the old guy, I forgot his name. Shalhoub. He was always like on that he was big on like your last names. Like he would come to me and he'd be like, oh, your name is Bernal. He like, you know where your last name comes from? Like, y'all from like Germany and shit. I'm like, bro, nigga, I'm Ecuadorian. Nigga, what the fuck is you talking about?
Probably some colonists came over
like,
there.
yeah, like came on some. I'm like, bro, relax, bro. Like that last name shit. But if you go to like Hispanic countries, like I'll give you an example, like Ecuador, people really like they grade you on your last name. Like my parents, I mean, I can say like they have last names that are like respected where they're from. So I'm like, that shit ain't nothing, B. Like most of my mom's family are fucking rats, B, and they have a good last name for people, but they're pieces of shit, bro.
Yeah,
I get you.
And a lot of white, exactly, it's the same thing for a lot of
white people do that.
They like, oh, you're the Rothschilds,
like
or
imagine
the
like
Kochs, or like those super rich, like the Walmart family who has like I think the Walmart family is 4 of the top 6 rich people in the world.
Serious?
Yeah, like that one family has like 4 of the top 7 richest people in the world or some shit like that. Like that one family.
The Rockefeller people, if they would have done it now, they would have. I mean, I'm pretty sure they still have mad chicken, but
they have old money. They got oil tycoon, railroad tycoon money. Like that shit's not going nowhere.
The motherfucker John D. Rockefeller, the big head honcho motherfucker, his net worth was $180 billion.
And that was back
in 1800s.
Back in the 1880s, 1890s, 1900s.
Nah, 1880s.
If you ever look at
like Rockefeller made his shit like not right after, but fresh off the Civil War.
Were you telling me this man was a billionaire in the 80s?
Rockefeller had chicken to the point where the U.S.
So he'd be like a trillionaire right now.
Bro, when I tell you, oil money and railroad money is stupid, and that's why.
Why you think we still got American boots? In fucking like in Afghanistan and all those fucking places,
man,
because
don't even get me started on the Middle East.
You know how the fuck that shit goes. Joe Biden done took the troops off of there though.
He took a couple, but fuck him because he's arresting people over here. I'm not a big Biden fan. You can't forget what politicians have done in the past, and a lot of people do that. A lot of people have short-term memory. You got to remember where these motherfuckers have come from.
Oh, for sure. You can't. I look at it this way. Remember the other day when y'all were talking about fuck cops, fuck all these people?
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
That's the way I look at politics, B. Like there's not gonna be no politician that looks for the best of you, B. They looking for the best of no motherfucking
That's not 100% true, but I will say that no politician that's looking out for us is gonna win because of the way the system works. Bernie Sanders is a completely different politician to the guys who typically win.
I have a question for you.
I think he even got some skeletons in his closet.
I have a question for you.
That's the thing, though.
Bernie,
everybody got skeletons in their closet.
But
it's kind of scary.
I have a question for you. For both of you. Y'all rock with Bernie, right? Bernie's plan was to make school free and give medical care to everybody. Do you think he will be able to do those too?
Nigga.
I don't know.
Countries that are way below us
have that. Canada.
How the fuck are we the
exactly? But that's what I'm saying. That's bigger than our fucking
number one in anything. We're
exactly.
not
That's what I'm saying. Though.
You were just talking about families. There's a family that makes that works in like the pharmacies. Those motherfuckers got money, bro.
Yeah, bro. When you look at who owns like the biggest corporations in the world, they're all connected in ways.
Yeah,
like the nepotism in USA corporate nepotism means like when like a person puts their son in power, puts their daughter in power, and gives like...
That was fatty.
They keep it in the circle.
Because he probably don't know what that means.
Get off my boy, Eddie. I don't know what your problem is with Eddie, but get off my boy. But the nepotism in U.S. politics and U.S. corporations, bro, the son of a president became a president. What the fuck did George W. Bush do to become president, but be the son of a president? That nigga did not deserve that shit.
Yeah, that was such a shaky run too, dude.
He didn't win.
He didn't win. The Florida, his brother.
Bro, he didn't win the popular vote. The same way that Trump didn't win the popular vote.
His brother made him win. Like they did some shit in Florida where they recounted the votes and somehow he won.
Bro, I was a little kid seeing that, and I didn't understand what the fuck I was watching. But even I still understand it. This don't make any sense. You feel me?
And
I was like, there's no way that this man. Every person in the country just voted. And we all voted against this man, and this man's still somehow gonna be our president. Because as a kid, that's what they teach you. Like every vote counts, yada yada.
But
you know what do you think butchered? Because usually presidents most of the times they get revoted for the second term. What do you think fucked up Trump's
I think Trump fucked up Trump.
Bro,
think so?
everything, man.
His
From day one.
I
His
feel like the
acceptance-
thing
his
that put him
acceptance
over
rate-
the fucked up shit was the COVID. He
No,
butchered
yeah,
the COVID.
COVID ended up.
Fuck this shit up.
COVID
He
definitely
butchered all
ended
of
up.
COVID and then the riot. He had nothing to do with the riot.
No, he did.
Huh?
He did.
You think he actually
did.
planned it?
Bro, he put it on his Twitter page.
Bro,
he put the date when they went into the Capitol.
No,
he
cap.
put it up. He was like, "See you there."
Oh,
No,
nah.
well, to be fair, he was
tweeted
talking
it.
about.
We could look it up.
To be fair, he was talking about the election, like January 6th.
Fuck that nigga.
But
Nah,
no,
that's
but
been happening in
no,
that,
no,
now
because
that's the time.
January 6th was like when the last votes were supposed to be counted or whatever. There was, oh no, it was the fucking runoff elections. Georgia was having the runoff elections January 6th. So that's when they were like, oh, we're gonna fight. But yeah, Trump was saying things to rile
He
up
did
his
it. He
base.
did it in a rally.
He did it on
with
purpose.
Giuliani. He did it
Yeah,
too. He
that's right.
fucking
I was saying, from what I saw, all I saw was the riot happen, and he tried to stop it, and not tried to stop it,
He's-
quote unquote.
he
put out a
tweeted
video,
on some
but his whole
bullshit
video
video,
was
bro.
pretty much telling them like, yo,
So I have a
like, yo,
question,
stop,
yeah.
but y'all got a reason for everything you're doing.
Yeah.
This is
Exactly.
what you gotta do.
He
But
called
don't
them-
do that.
he called
them
Like,
heroes,
he pretty
bro.
much telling
He
them not to
called
do
them
he
it.
called them
heroes.
heroes.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, I was like, why you bashing him right now, bro?
Stupid. Yeah, he definitely gassed him. But do y'all know about QAnon and all that shit? You know what QAnon is? So trying to make a short, it's a conspiracy theory thing. And since like 2017 on 4chan and 8chan and all these board websites, there's been a guy called Q that has been claiming that he's very close to Trump and that this background shit was happening. So like Q would go on 8chan and be like, oh, this thing that Trump just said actually means this. It actually means that these pedophile rings are gonna get shut down and all this conspiracy theory shit in the background. And so for years they've been revving up that there's a fight coming. And QAnon has been saying there's a fight coming. They're trying to steal the election. They're trying to this, that, and the third, riling up Republicans and Trump supporters saying they're gonna steal the election from you, this, that, and the third, like they're gonna do it. Yada yada yada, riling them up. So everyone believed in this QAnon shit, this Q, and there's no evidence to prove that this motherfucker knows Trump. There's no evidence, bro. There is no. It's 8chan. Anybody
It's
can go on
It's probably
8chan.
fucking that Korean president nigga on the computer talking about
There's
he
Kim
trying
Jong-un.
he trying to see a civil war happen, but he
That's
like,
my
fuck
man's
these
right
niggas.
there. Listen, that's my man's, not because of anything he did.
That's your man.
That's my man.
Hey,
Yo,
are you Dennis Rodman
no,
by any chance?
bro,
You wow.
listen,
That's a weird motherfucker,
That's
yo.
my man's just because I don't know I don't follow politics. I don't be in the news. I be in my own little world. But every time I see him, he just make me laugh.
That dude is
Like,
hilarious,
there's never
bro.
been a picture I seen him. I don't see him. I just don't think of an Asian Eric Cartman.
He's a wild. He's
Bro,
a little
Korea-
gangster boy, bro.
Bro, but this
Little,
man's
that
he's in
motherfucker
charge
is a
of a country,
gangster.
though.
No, fuck that. Korea's a crazy situation, bro.
Him talking about
Crazy
he gonna
situation.
nuke the U.S. He will get fucked up,
Bro, and then Trump was talking about, man, Rocket Man ain't gonna do shit, yada yada. Bro, like egging him on or something like
called him Rocket Man.
Yo, Trump called him
He had
Rocket
some
Man.
Jay-Z beat
Yeah.
shit.
Yo, he was man, not Rocket Man ain't gonna do shit. And then he was like, man, if Rocket Man wanna bang, we could bang. We got the biggest military in this bitch. We could do we'll do whatever we gotta do. But that riles up his base. So now his base is like, fuck Korea, fuck Koreans, fuck anyone who looks like a Korean because of their fucking racism.
That's scary,
So
man.
that goes into the Asian shit because they look just
Exactly.
like that and like fuck these Asian people too.
And the same thing
Yeah,
with
because
the
that shit all
Muslim
gets put
hate
in the
and
same
all that
same
shit.
basket.
There's a lot of the people don't realize that the fucking China is the most powerful country in the world
Right now, yeah, because
And-
they're going through
and the
a crazy industrial revolution. Because
Yeah.
China was low key late to industrial revolution.
And
Are you
if
serious?
yes,
They've been the ones
Bro.
eating off of it for like a decade.
now,
nigga, if you
but
look at
they showed up to the game late.
Well, they haven't been eating it. Their government's been eating off
No,
of it,
and
but the people been suffering.
Here-
'cause
here's
they
the
ain't
here's
get
the
big
here's the
shit,
thing.
you
Here's the
feel me?
thing. China, everything we have says made in China. We have all our factories, everything over there. You wanna look?
Yeah.
And fucking and this fucking guy. Did you see when they shut down the world how fucking quickly like the air cleared up over China, bro?
Yeah,
people
those
were
smog
stopped.
and
People
shit,
were
yeah.
getting
Why
rid
got
of the
shit to do?
like it, cause bro,
Bro, because the industrial, so
that's what he's saying. The industrial revolution. That shit is so densely populated.
it's so densely populated, and the factories, the industries, like everything, bro. The air in China is terrible.
Chinese people wear masks every day, B.
Just
Yeah,
for the
every day.
just
do
for
it.
the pollution.
They just do it
for
just
pollution and for like regular. Yeah, they
yeah.
just always had masks on. But the whole thing with China being late to the Industrial Revolution. When I say that, I mean that our Industrial Revolution was in the late 1800s, right? So that's when we started factories and the steam engines and all that shit started popping up. China got there late. They were just late to the shit.
I get what you mean. Like they in the Industrial Revolution, but like right now,
exactly.
Like in the modern.
So
era.
like what we were in the early 1900s, that huge. I'm talking about in the early 1900s, a huge boom in economy, in work, in like industry, and all that shit was a crazy exponential boom in the early 1900s. That's what China's going through right now. They're going through this crazy economic boom. That's why they're a superpower right now, because they're going through this crazy economic boom.
They make so much money and they pay their people shit.
And because they treat their workers like shit. Yeah, that's why the US comes over to China to build factories in China, because the work laws and everything are so much more lax, and they can treat their workers like shit because like they have all these factories and all these fucking everything.
iPhones be.
iPhone, nigga, Nike.
Apple is trash, bro.
Apple is terrible.
Apple has their headquarters wherever. I think it's in California.
Yes, it's in Silicon Valley.
Their fucking headquarters is not attached to the Earth. Like it's like they have some shit where it's like not. Like the bases aren't.
You telling me that shit floating?
Nigga,
like
some shit like that. They had it where like the Nike, the Apple headquarters is like some fucking futuristic type of shit.
Nah, I wouldn't be surprised.
And if
if
you
it was
look
like
at
a
their
little
campus,
space
bro,
station.
their shit is insane.
Google got a crazy campus.
Insane.
Google got a crazy campus.
Google gotta have the craziest though. Nah.
No, Google shit is insane. Google is bro. Well, I've been.
Yo, you're that's right. In a fitting twist for a building often referred to as a spaceship, Apple's $5 billion circular Apple Park campus doesn't actually rest on the surface of the planet. Instead, it sits on nearly 700 stainless steel saucers intended to protect the building's foundation from natural disasters such as earthquakes.
What the
Can
fuck?
it be?
It's
not connected to the earth. That's fucking crazy.
See?
They telling me a meteor
I
gonna hit Earth.
I be saying bullshit, but I'm pretty educated. I'm like, shit that I be on.
I believe you because
I believe it. I was like, I gotta see this shit, but this is crazy.
Bro, I be into shit. I just be fucking trolling niggas.
The reason for it just had me dead though. Like imagine a meteorite hit Earth
and the Earth is shaking and Apple just
like yo,
chilling.
we good up here.
And some shit that like it's heartbreaking when Steve Jobs was like, bro, like I got all this fucking money and everything, and I can't enjoy it. Like I can't give this disease to somebody else and carry it for me. Let me enjoy my wealth. Nigga died.
I feel for Steve Jobs, but at the same time, I don't feel for no corporations. Like
you can't.
He made his money off
the way
of
they make their money.
backs.
They're not, bro. They're paying these motherfuckers in China like 86 cents.
Pennies on the dollar compared to a $1,200 phone.
If red pill, blue pill, if you had the chance, would you step into those shoes?
I'll be rich.
I honestly, but that's the thing. When you become a billionaire, that's the type of decisions you make. To become a billionaire,
you have to fuck somebody over always.
100%.
Bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm in that.
And I don't know. I deadass would rather not be a billionaire.
Like you're like Nike.
I can't live with myself.
Can you look up how much it costs to make a fucking Nike shoe? Bro, your Air Forces retail for $90. I'm gonna say it cost them maybe
$21.
There you go. I was gonna say $20.
Now you started with the two. No matter where you set from there.
I'm sorry. The actual cost breakdown totals $28.50.
$28.50
on $100 sneaker.
Exactly.
On $100
They're
sneaker.
fucking almost tripling what the fuck.
Pretty
they
much.
Yeah.
No,
they tripling.
Yeah, more than
They're
tripling. Yeah, more than tripling.
That's why, bro. Who owns Instagram? Facebook, right?
Facebook owns Instagram, yeah.
That nigga's a billionaire.
They bought that shit out. That's Facebook does that a lot. Facebook buys out their competition.
Big corporations buy out their little.
That's the scary.
Because there's gonna be competition for them. They don't want competition.
That's why we have laws for monopoly.
So it's like, bro, I'm gonna cut you a check for $2 billion, $3 billion. Spread that with your boys, but he gonna make way.
Oh no, they easily made back all that money on Instagram. Facebook also owns WhatsApp. They own Oculus now.
Yeah.
Oculus Rift. Like they bought Oculus. Yeah.
For what?
Because they're gonna do their own VR bullshit.
Facebook needs to buy OnlyFans though.
They gotta buy.
Somebody's gonna buy OnlyFans. Somebody's gonna buy.
Somebody need to pay OnlyFans.
Yo,
they'll make you come up on OnlyFans. Facebook.
The problem is that Facebook doesn't do porn. Like they're not gonna.
But if you look at it, a lot of like these Instagram models that have OnlyFans, they just show tits like. They're not getting fucked or nothing.
Yeah,
like, they might just show like titties.
You could be getting full ass pipe
just
down.
the platform,
It could be on Facebook.
That's why I said the other day. That's what I said the other day. Like OnlyFans is dead as being a competition to the porn industry.
And I think And I like that.
It is a big.
It's a big competition.
I think that's a good thing.
And you know what made it realize? Fucking quarantine.
Yeah,
Everybody being locked
because
the
all these
fuck
girls were
down,
locked in the side. Be like,
yes.
bro, I'm already fucking masturbating. Let me just record this bitch.
Yeah, like
post that
like
shit.
big-
You get more bread than you was probably getting.
bro, these horny ass
that
motherfuckers.
the money they make goes straight to their pocket. Like they don't gotta spread
no,
this
they
with
do.
the company or
But
whatever.
they give a little cut to OnlyFans. OnlyFans does make a cut, but a small
no, I
percentage.
know.
Gotta make a cut too. You feel
Like
me?
whatever her money goes in, she's getting majority of it. She don't gotta
yes.
break it up with these big porn.
She don't gotta-
companies,
exactly.
Pornhub,
She don't gotta pay a
Brazzers.
media
Yeah, 'cause
agency.
you gotta pay for the advertisement.
Yeah.
Not pay, but they take it out of your paycheck. It's like, oh, listen, this is how much it took. to
That's
do
why
this.
these
Like,
porn
you gotta
stars have
pay
some
for
cheap ass
directors,
low
cameras.
prices. They be like $6 subscribe,
$6
$5 subscribe.
But the thing
I
about
mean,
that,
they're famous already though. So
Yeah,
when you're famous,
exactly.
you could just make it cheap.
and the thing about the porn industry is not only just you have to give a cut to Pornhub. It's like you probably have an agent. You probably there's a media agency behind you. There's like it's so predatory. Like the free porn industry, like the way they use these girls. That's why I fuck with OnlyFans, not just because I'm a horny ass motherfucker. But I fuck with OnlyFans because it gives the power to the girls.
I like that.
It gives the power to the girls, and I think sex work in general should have been like that.
And you know what I make, and I find so amazing, bro. The fact that there are niggas that are diehard fans of these women. These women have hundreds of fucking porn videos that you could watch for free, and they go and they pay $5 just to see some free. Brand new content, bro. They're such fans.
Like, you know how you're a fan of LeBron?
Yes.
There's bitches who are fans of Lana Rhodes like that.
I'll pay for LeBron's OnlyFans. Nigga.
Yo, you wild.
Nah, but we ain't talking.
That OnlyFans probably this man just shooting free throws that you never gonna make.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
It's like
free throws.
LeBron ain't gonna go out there dicking down Savannah. Nigga gonna be out there fucking.
Savannah,
He out here
gonna
jab
be
stepping,
down
taking his little threes. Like, bro, they're fans, B. That's why all you girls that are listening thinking about making OnlyFans, be fucking like your price gotta be fucking reasonable, B. Don't be making your shit $50, bro.
Yeah,
like there's
Oh,
no.
you know whose shit is $50? That bitch Ash Cash. Her shit is $50.
I don't know who that
Who's
is,
Ash
but
Cash?
You listen to me.
You probably seen her shit.
I'm not-
Her blowjob tape leaked.
Fire. Listen to
She a
me.
throw
She alright, not no Tiana Trump.
She ain't
but
no Tiana
nah,
Trump.
She not no Tiana Trump.
If you about to cop a new cod's worth of fucking porn, you wildin', nigga.
Son, that's
I'm telling
crazy.
you, you could pull up to any porn website. It's not even gonna be 50
if you
for a
look
month.
at this, let's see who is this
Let's
girl.
look at this gameplay.
Oh,
You seen this bitch before, right?
Yeah, for sure.
She's like an OnlyFans OG.
Roach
like,
follows
she been
her.
around. Of course he does.
Don't snitch my mans. And
Yo, you added my boy. Yo, chill, dog.
show love so she pull up to the podcast.
Yo, man, we got OnlyFans.
Let me
on the
see.
podcast. That'd be fire.
Ash Cash. That's
She's bad.
crazy. Yeah,
But she's bad. But bro, $50.
$50.
a month.
That's steep.
A month. And you know what's
That's a lot
crazy?
of
That
money.
sometimes these girls will charge like $20, $25, and all you see is like bikini pics, and you gotta pay for the real content
We've
on
been
top
there.
of that. Bro, shut up. But bro, it's like these girls are making their fucking
We didn't really
chicken.
pay 50. We done cut that shit
Yo,
up.
you talking too much.
We cut that shit. We in the podcast. We talking all our shit. We cut that shit out like some pizza slices.
Yo, we
B.
look.
12
Nah,
niggas
yo,
down there.
you exposing us, bro. You exposing us, bro.
You gotta keep it a buck, bro. All you fine ass
Listen.
women, bro. Make a fucking OnlyFans. Make the price reasonable, and we will subscribe.
Cause just know, there's gonna be 10 motherfuckers in a group chat that split that shit 10 ways. Like,
Yes,
just,
sir.
it's gonna happen.
We gonna be hitting that shit.
Yo,
$3
he's dead ass dry snitching on us, bro. That's crazy as hell.
Bro, that's why women, bro, get y'all fucking money. I don't
Get y'all
support
money.
it.
For real.
I don't support like the thoughtness and shit, but y'all, if y'all,
I support-
if it fucking be, it's your life.
Listen, I support sex workers because you can't be someone who enjoys sex workers. Like, I'm someone, I enjoy strippers and porn stars, fire. But you can't enjoy them and then disrespect them in the same breath. Like, it just doesn't make no sense to me. You can't say, oh, I would never fuck, like, I don't respect porn stars, I don't respect strippers, and then go throw money at them. It doesn't make no sense.
Shout out Kendra Lust.
Shout out a lot of porn stars. There's some, I'm not going to sit here, we could probably name a bunch of them, but.
We gonna be some sucio niggas too.
Don't let me in that, bro.
Yeah,
Oscar
we not
gonna
gonna.
lie.
You a Hall of Famer and that shit, dog.
Oscar put in his
And
10,000 hours.
And you know what these Instagram women be doing?
Yeah.
What?
What these Instagram these fucking Instagram models, bro, they be, you know what I saw the other day? Data don't lie, bro.
Yeah,
and
no,
and
not
you
at
know
all.
what I find, bro? This is gonna be. I'm gonna put all you fucking women. Bro, I hope a lot of women that have a lot of fucking social following are listening
doubt they
sometime, bro. And I'm gonna put you on games. Don't fucking promote makeup. Don't promote your fucking swimwear. Promote man shit, cause data don't lie. The amount of badass bitches that are on Instagram and everything, 99% of their fucking followers are hornbags like us, B. So promote shit for men. Promote fucking Blue Chew. Promote fucking Man Shape Club and shit like that.
But the thing is, that's not what they're trying to. You got to keep it in line with what your target audience is. Like I know mostly it's men, but when you're someone who enjoys makeup and enjoys fashion, enjoys that shit, that's what they're gonna promote.
Oh, obviously,
that's what
for
they're
sure.
pushing
But if I'm
on
saying
their page.
there's no point for you not to add that to your repertoire, B. Just it's
That's
like
true.
it's
I
like,
mean,
it's like
you're
a
right.
Euro. It's like a Euro step. Add that shit, B.
You gotta add that shit to the bag.
Because bro,
That's true.
These companies
You're
are
right.
gonna cut you a check for you promoting them, and you're gonna make the money. Like if you look at this girl, what's her name? What's this guy from the Heat's name? Hero. His girl Katya, badass bitch, bro.
Elise Henry, whatever her name is.
Shorty need to start promoting some man, B. She got like 5 million followers. She don't got an OnlyFans yet. And she just, bro, you just imagine how much.
Well, the
money-
crazy thing to me about OnlyFans is that you never know what you're getting, right?
yeah.
So you can go into OnlyFans and be like, damn, I want to. Oh, this chick got an
Can you
OnlyFans.
Google it?
What?
You the computer man. Can you Google up what the fuck the cut they get? Like how much is the I think they should get at least a fucking 80% of whatever the fuck they making.
80.
Yeah,
Which
because
is
the
way
company
more
still
than they
gotta make their
want,
check in. Like it's like GoFundMe. GoFundMe still takes
They
a
take.
fucking.
No,
Imagine
fuck GoFundMe.
Fuck
GoFundMe's
GoFundMe,
terrible.
bro.
Fuck
Trash.
GoFundMe.
Imagine
educate me. I know about
bro,
that. I don't know about
GoFundMe,
that.
GoFundMe. Let's say you go and you I'm on
80%.
money, bro.
It's 80%.
GoFundMe
That's funny.
goes and takes advantage of tragedies. Because somebody could be on my mother got stage 4 cancer. We don't have money to pay for the chemo or the medicine. Our fucking goal is 10,000. They fucking take 10% of that 10,000. It might be more. I might be wrong, but
I think
they're gonna
you're
take
right.
You
they're
might
gonna
be
take
short, like a
yeah,
thing.
it might be short. But imagine from 10,000, they're gonna take $1,000 just for them giving you their fucking platform for you to promote a fucking tragedy that's going on in your life.
Wait, no, it's not 10%. So how it works is they take 2% plus 30 cents off of every single donation.
Yeah, they give.
Oh,
So
that's way
that's
more.
probably more than
They get
10%
money,
of the
they get more.
total.
Most heads just donate $1 or $2, but you
And
take
imagine
30
they
cents
take
off of
they
that.
take 30 cents, that's 70 cents, and they take 2% of that, that's another 14 cents off of it.
Oh shit.
No, not 2. I'm sorry, that's another 1.4 cents. So that's like really like 68 cents on every dollar that a fucking cancer patient is getting from raising that shit. GoFundMe's a terrible company. And I'll tell you another reason why. Because if you don't match that goal, GoFundMe doesn't give you that money.
Wait, what?
If you don't hit the goal,
Nah, I'm laughing because that's some bullshit.
So
Like,
if you
there's no
raise,
way,
so let's
there's
say
no way.
you gotta go 10,000, you get 6,000, you don't get shit off of that.
I could be wrong, so let me not
Do
even
they just hold
continue.
it?
Nigga, they fucking
Ain't no way they
they
just
going out
hold that
to
to
fucking steakhouse with the whole employee group.
Yo,
bro.
facts. Like, yo, look at this. They probably
Fucking
look at you.
terrible.
Damn, I can't find the article I was reading, so I could be wrong. So I don't want to go too deep into this. But I read something that GoFundMe has fucked over a lot of people who didn't hit their goals, and they just kept that money.
How much are the fucking? I've seen a lot of people with the COVID issues, bro. Like we're still fucked on that shit.
You know what I heard? Jason Tatum, after getting COVID, every single game now he has to use an inhaler.
Bro,
His lungs are
there's
fucked
a
up.
lot of shit that goes on with your shit. That's why, bro,
Your
be
lungs are
careful,
fucked
bro.
up.
Just because we're in a fucking
That's a
state
scary
and we're in a
shit.
country where we don't give a flying fuck, B.
About
like,
any of
niggas
us,
don't.
anybody but themselves.
I can't tell you, bro. I walk in here with a fucking mask, and I deadass told you guys, yo, I deadass forget to take my mask off
I keep
because
that shit on
I
all the time.
just
They're
drive.
like Florida. though.
Bro, I drive all fucking day and like I have my mask on. Like that shit's like built in, bro.
Yeah. For me too, I'll forget. I'll forget that I have it on, or like if I take it down, I'm taking it down right here.
Yeah,
And that's
like right
it.
now, 'cause
like
I'm
to my
on-
chin.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting it on my chin and then putting it back up.
So I just find the people that are so stupid, bro. Like there's some fucking stupid people where they walk into a restaurant. The other day I was at a restaurant and this motherfucker was going off on the lady because she was like, "Yo, put your mask on." He's like, "Why the fuck do I gotta put my mask on?" Bro, can you please just put your mask on? I'm not gonna serve or give you your order unless you fucking put your mask on. He's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna." My nigga.
Bro, we've had so many videos in the last year of these, and it's always white
Did you
people.
see that Uber girl
Yes.
Uber girl, bro.
Yo, you know she went to jail?
Yo, yes.
Yeah.
Because that's
For anyone who doesn't
I'm
know.
saying, are you serious? Like I know, but like.
For anyone who doesn't know, so what happened was these 3 women who were
the
drunk.
bitches, B. Fuck them.
I'm not-
They don't get no respect for that, B. That's not.
These 3 girls got into the back of an Uber.
That's not.
And they
that's
didn't
not
have
no,
they were lit and they didn't have any masks on, all 3 of them. So the Uber driver's like, yo, I'm not taking y'all nowhere unless y'all put y'all masks on. And these girls started bugging out, like yelling, yo, you better fucking drive us to wherever. They're
Start
lit,
coughing
they're
on him.
bugging. Yeah, and so the one bitch in the back is like, man, fuck you, I'm not putting no mask on. And she goes to the front, she goes, like starts coughing on him and shit.
Don't tell me
He
he
starts
got COVID,
flipping out.
son.
He didn't get COVID. She's going to fucking prison. She's going to
Just
jail.
for coughing on him,
Bro,
No, on
that's a
assaulting
crime,
him.
bro.
She reached over. She reached over to the driver's seat and ripped his mask off, and then started coughing.
Bro,
Like, she's going to prison.
there's this other video I
now
just
why
saw.
he driving,
There's this
though?
other video I
No,
just
he
saw.
wasn't gonna
he's
take
parked,
them
he's parked.
nowhere.
He wasn't gonna move it. He said, "I'm not moving
I'm
unless
not-
like this is protocol for Uber. Like Uber people that have it. Like if they're not, that's company rules.
Yeah, and bro, when
I mean,
you
'cause
call
can
a
spread
Uber,
it, because all
Yeah.
it takes is one person giving it to you in that ride, and you're about to give it to
They don't
somebody
know.
else.
You don't know what they teach.
Step back from the way.
Nah, but we gotta bring the energy, nigga. We good? We recording? And we're fucking back, you fucking ball bags. It's your man, Hoodie Kev. And we got O in the back, and we got the nigga with the most flow with the swag. Summer body JJ over here, nigga. Was popping, dog. We back,
Everybody,
girl.
JJ is like Onyx. It's like Galaxy Opal JJ.
Stop.
Summer body,
I got a galaxy quarter.
Summer body JJ like the Usher Bucks Usher, nigga.
Stop.
That's
Usher
undefeated.
Bucks?
You undefeated, nigga.
Nah, Usher Bucks, Usher's different. son.
That man's the GOAT for that.
Usher marketing scheme 100.
That shit
What you
was
think about
funny as
that,
hell.
nigga?
Bro.
A Vegas residency just added up to the nigga. Added
Bro,
to his.
the funniest shit is that right before we heard all this shit about the Usher Bucks, he posted a picture with a fucking suitcase, a clear suitcase filled with Usher, like the fucking hundreds, 20s,
Wait,
and
that
ones.
was before?
Yeah, he posted that
He
picture
posted that shit a
before.
while before, nigga. He was.
I wouldn't say a while. I think it was like
Did he have his foot on top of the suitcase?
No.
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 Oh, that would have been a
it was
pimp
just
ass
like
move,
it was
nigga.
like one of those R&B pics. He's just like looking away from the camera, standing there. He got the suitcase right underneath him, and you can see in the suitcase, like you can see all the fucking Usher Bucks. And then a couple days later, we find out.
That's a beautiful marketing scheme, nigga. You
That
remember
shit's
when
funny
Kanye
as
had us
hell.
guessing the
the
life of Pablo,
title,
nigga?
yeah.
He was like, yo, if you guess this shit, I'm gonna give you Yeezys, nigga.
Stop.
Niggas is yo, bro.
No,
niggas
yeah,
was-
it
Wait,
was-
but like, nah, that was Adidas Yeezys though, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but he's still giving you Yeezys.
Nah.
Bro, Yeezys you can buy
Nah,
for
but those
$250,
Nike Yeezys-
retail go for $800.
Nah, but the Nike Yeezys are so limited now. It's like, yo, you say
Bro, but
that, it's
imagine,
like, bro.
imagine
The-
you a
the-
stripper and you getting ready for a big night and you see Usher walking. You're like, oh shit, we about to make some fucking guap tonight. And he's throwing cash. He threw what, $100,000?
He slapping you with it.
He take a whole stack you
And
can
you ain't
slap
even
with.
tight. That shit hurt a little.
Yeah, you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna pick it up later. They turn the lights on at the club, you go to start picking shit up, and it's this
Wait a
motherfucker's face. Crazy. Usher motherfucker for that one.
He different for that, bro. Cause it's like, bro, you're Usher. Like, there is no R&B star I can think of off the top of my head that's reached a higher like peak.
I
than
mean, R.
Usher.
Kelly.
Nah, bro.
We're not gonna talk about R. Kelly,
bro.
baby.
Nah,
Fuck
R. Kelly- wait.
This
R. Kelly
podcast,
did not reach
this
Usher heights.
yes, nigga.
I'll
R. Kelly,
stay-
R. Kelly,
I'll
R.
stay-
Kelly,
no,
R.
I'll stay-
Kelly.
I'll stay right here. I'll stay right here.
R.
I'll stay
Kelly
right here.
is considered the GOAT of fucking R&B.
That man is
nigga.
not my goat.
I
That man is not my
I
goat.
believe I can fly.
Bro, R. Kelly.
That's a classic. That is a classic.
Nah,
But that's
R-
one song.
I feel like R. Kelly is layer. Like you said, he's considered one of the goats of this R&B shit. He's bigger than Usher.
But every R&B artist just know their template.
I mean, Chris-
is the Usher template.
Chris Brown,
Bro,
you can do it too.
Bro, but Chris Brown is the Usher template.
Bro, Usher got his Usher template from R. Kelly. My nigga. R. Kelly was the
Let me
template.
chop it
R.
up to you
Kelly
like
was
this.
pissing
Let me-
on bitches, dog.
R. Kelly was
R. Kelly like Dr. J. So Jordan.
No, wait,
Jordan
before, don't put, don't compare R. Kelly. Compare R. Kelly to compare R. Kelly to like fucking don't compare him to no grades. Compare that nigga to like fucking OJ, nigga. Throw that nigga on some. He good. He talented at what he does, but he
he's a
fucked
sick
up.
fuck.
He got some sick shit behind his shit, B.
Nah, it's because JJ said like
Dr. J
that's
is
where Usher got
nigga.
his template. You feel me? But
Yeah.
Dr. J. Jordan got his template from Dr. J. Usher got his from.
I don't stand by this
R. Kelly.
analogy, B.
Nice, bro.
I mean, I respect your
Listen,
fucking, but fuck R. Kelly.
R.
Fuck
Kelly's
that nigga.
R. Kelly's a sick fuck. I feel like there's too many sick fucks.
I mean, you have
out
to
there, bro.
differentiate the music and the person.
R. Kelly,
you
you
as a
don't
person, he's a piece of
know.
shit.
I don't agree with that.
I think
I don't agree
yes,
with that. I don't think
we look at OJ Simpson. OJ Simpson killed somebody. OJ beat that case. we don't look at OJ in the light we look at R. Kelly for fucking molesting and having these fucking girls tied up like pit bulls in his basement, nigga. Like we don't look at it like that. Like OJ, when OJ got free, my nigga wrote to like the juice is loose, nigga. Like he's loose again.
He's not even promoting that
Yeah,
shit.
but
Bro, there's so many sick fucks out there.
R.
bro.
Kelly, what did R. Kelly do?
He pissed on some girl. He
No,
fucking had bitches tied. What you talking
he
about?
was
Yeah,
bro.
girls
He
in
was
a
going to
basement, in a
bitches,
dungeon.
not bitches. Sorry for that. Take that back. Cancel me for that.
Nah, it's not the right context.
That's not the fucking right context. R. Kelly was going to these young girls' homes and like basically purchasing them from their parents, bro. Like I'm gonna take your girl.
Yeah,
Like,
and it was like on some shit where the parents were like, "Bro, we about to like, alright,
It's
that's
R. Kelly,
like,
B.
that's R. Kelly, and we about to get paid, and maybe our girl gets famous after that." Like they were like, "Alright, go ahead, go."
like Aaliyah. Do you know Aaliyah was fucking
Aaliyah was-
16 and she got married
Is
to R.
that the
Kelly?
girl Drake used to sing about?
I mean, Aaliyah's
I mean, a
like
lot
one
of
of
people
the
have
goats.
sung about
Aaliyah's
Aaliyah.
I don't know
like
who Aaliyah, dude. I just
Aaliyah. This is where you go. R. Kelly is the king of R&B. Aaliyah is the queen of R&B. Like they're there. They're there.
Aaliyah,
Yes,
no, Aaliyah's
they're
like
there.
one of the goats of this.
Aaliyah is
She
like,
died
yeah,
way too young. That
she
was
died in a
terrible.
fucking accident off of the Bahamas. She was coming back, plane accident, she died.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
But that nigga had her at 16, married to him with a fucking fake ID and everything. Be like,
What the
like
fuck?
that's some sick.
Crazy.
I wanna. Why the fuck do grown men get attracted to this? I think it's the innocence.
I think it's maybe the innocence, but I think it's a power thing. It's because
You
they
think
can
so?
do whatever they want with these little girls. Like they have the power. Like they. Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to. It's like they have total control. They can do whatever they want. It's a power thing. I think when like R. Kelly probably before that had all the women he wanted, right? Like whoever he wanted
Bro,
to have sex with,
he's
he
R.
could have sex
Kelly,
with.
my nigga.
He's R. Kelly. But then at some point it gets to the point where
He's had
it's
enough
not
pussy?
enough. Yeah, it's like now I need
They get
some
desensitized.
crazy.
They get
Yeah, I feel
desensitized
that. I
to
feel that. I
sex.
understand
Exactly.
that.
So it's a
I don't.
power thing.
I don't think
It's
it's
the
a
taboo
it's the
of
right
it.
thing to do.
No,
But
it's
I
sick.
understand.
It's
I
disgusting.
understand like his mindset where he's like, I could get any bitch at a concert that wants to fuck me. Like the baddest bitch,
Can
I'd be
you
like, yo.
understand his mindset though?
No, 'cause
There's
he's
a
not-
video of R.
he's
Kelly
not
where a bitch is wiping him and he's like lower,
There's a-
lower, and she's just rubbing on his cock like.
Bro, there's a video of him singing. Like he's singing like at a concert, and he's right up on the edge of the stage where these bitches are, and he's singing, and he has his dick like out, like not out. But he's like leaning forward, like, and the girls at the front of the stage are like reaching up, trying to
Yeah,
touch him,
it's-
and they're grabbing on his
Is
dick
that
and
like
shit.
is that bad though?
I mean, it's a
gross.
thing where it's
No,
it is
see,
gross.
My favorite rapper, Danny Brown, he got his dick sucked on stage. You're not about to hate on him for that because he just got hit on
No,
stage.
right.
But
Yeah.
what's the difference
But I'm
between
saying
those
that's
two
the-
things?
What I'm trying to say in the story is like R. Kelly could deadass have any girl he wants. Like there were girls
Yes.
throwing himself at R. Kelly, grown
Okay.
women throwing himself at R. Kelly.
Fine ass women, nigga.
But something
Especially if you're
in
the king
him,
of R&B.
but something in him was like, no, I want a young girl. Who
He wants
I
a
can
virgin.
take
That's
full
what
control.
I think. Maybe like he wants to pop that cherry, dog.
I mean, I feel like no matter what his reasoning is, it's definitely not justifiable.
No,
It's just trying to find what it could be.
Back to where you go, Danny Brown got his dick sucked. A lot of artists have this part of their show where they bring up a fan into the thing, and they like Romeo Santos. He has it where he brings up a girl and like and he kisses her or whatever, and like, all right, go ahead, go on with your day. I made your life. Like bitch, like this is the best day of my life. But other artists like Usher. Shut up, Usher, nigga. Usher has this song where it's switching positions where he deadass brings in a fucking like a couch that's shaped like a U.
Yeah.
And he sits on it, and then this girl starts, and they're like basically like dry humping to the song, like while he's singing, and he's like switching places,
Yeah.
like, and he's flipping her,
I
nigga.
don't
So
know.
it's part of the show, and like I guess he's getting fucking. He could be like, yo, they're molesting me. Be like, I'm reaching out, but they're grabbing my cock. Like that could be his way. But why the fuck are you doing this to 15, 14, 13?
That's the gray area because he like I feel like for those things you have to like ask before you do
Yes.
it. But in the
Not
middle of a
13-year-old
concert-
girl.
Huh?
Not
I
13-year-old
mean, obviously you
girl.
could see that. You could see that.
A
But I don't
13-year-old
know,
girl, there's
really.
no way you could do that. Why? Because they're little girls.
Yeah, you can't consent to anything when you're 13, 14. You don't know what
Epstein
the fuck you're doing.
doing the same shit.
That's why they ask for.
Epstein
That's why they
doing
ask
some
for
shit.
your for parental or like your
R.
guardian.
Kelly does it with the parents of the girls, where he does it, and like they're taking plea deals and they're getting money to snitch. So now they're getting more money for on top of what they got for giving their fucking daughters up to this
Yeah, that's
motherfucking
true.
sick fuck. But Epstein is doing it to girls who are fucking
Who are, like, in the
mentally and like
streets,
are
like,
broken,
no-
like
yeah.
no fucking mom, no dad, where a fucking girl could come over and be like, yo, let's go to Epstein's crib at fucking 12, and she don't got nobody to be like, yo, mom, I'll be right back. Yo,
You know
dad,
what's
I'll be
the
right back.
craziest thing is that Dave Chappelle tells a story right about this pimp from like the 40s or whatever. And so just to tie it back to Epstein, how
pimps too, nigga.
Epstein, no, yeah, it's sick and it's disgusting, it's predatory. Epstein let us use other women to trick girls into coming because obviously a girl's gonna trust another woman more than a man. So you get these other women who are working for Epstein, like, oh yeah, come, I can get you. Yeah, we make money.
And,
everything's fine, yada, yada,
and
yada.
also, it builds trust, and they're also seeing that this girl got a fucking Chanel bag. This girl got a Gucci
exactly.
bag.
And I want
too.
to be like that.
Yeah, I want
so
that shit too,
Dave
nigga.
Chappelle tells this story, right, about this pimp from the 1940s called Slim. I'll look it up.
Rick, baby.
It's like
I don't know if it's Slim Rick. It's just,
I don't know what it is. I forget his name, but it's this pimp, right, who tells this story about how like he wrote this book.
Nah, it's a pimp named Slickback.
It's definitely not.
It's not Cat Williams?
No, but Dave Chappelle tells a story about this pimp who wrote a book, and the book is like the fucking pimp manifesto, like everything this man ever did to get control of women that he was doing, how he made money, yada yada yada. And one of the biggest things that he talks about is how he used to use, quote unquote, his bottom bitch, which was like the one who was the most loyal, who made the most money, and who used to use them them to get other younger girls into the shit.
Yeah.
The same thing that Epstein did. Using women like Ghislaine Maxwell, who's the other bitch who got arrested
Sick
for
fuck.
shit, or another sick fuck who worked with Epstein and did his bidding and shit, getting these girls, tricking these girls, young, impressionable, weak
Beautiful girls.
beautiful
Yeah,
girls,
beautiful
but they're damaged and they're impressionable and they need help. And the help that they got wasn't actually the help that they needed. They are being used by these super, super powerful fucking people. And it's fucking gross. The sick fucks that are in power.
Bro, they get caught in the trap, and once they in the trap, like the only way out is through Epstein. But Epstein was so intimidating because I seen some shit in that documentary about Epstein like getting locked up, where he would deadass threaten these girls. Like he would walk them to like a lake with crocodiles on some like, yo, you see those? Like I'll feed you to them if you say anything.
Bro,
like,
he
you
goes
16-year-old girl, a millionaire telling you that shit. You at a lake
a
with crocodiles.
billionaire, nigga.
I ain't gonna say shit. I ain't about to say
Billionaire,
shit.
nigga.
That's mad.
Bro, he goes and he goes to a girl and he goes, whatever you say, ain't gonna be shit. Like the Palm Beach police, I own them niggas.
Yeah.
Like whatever you say, I'm throw a check to somebody and that shit gonna be tore up and you like so these girls are like, man, what the fuck?
That's a Marvel villain.
And the girl goes, she goes to the cops and they're like, yo, bro, there's like nothing we could do about it.
The cop
go to the
will tell
FBI. They go to the FBI and that's when they build the case and that's where he cuts the deal with the fucking government, nigga, to give the plea, the pardon to all these fucking beautiful women that are pieces of shit that are getting all these other girls into this fucking ring.
Bro, JJ, can you believe that, bro?
Wait, what?
Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, so in Florida, they had this case. So before Epstein really blew up, like quote unquote blew up, where everybody knew about him and what he was doing. Like when it was still like central down in Florida, he was still doing all this shit. But they pretty much had this investigation. They had like, I'm pretty sure it was in the double digits. It was like 12 to 30 witnesses.
In the fucking documentary, it's like you know like that stop thing like you take like the stopwatch to see how many niggas. Yeah. Bro, that shit keeps going up. It was at like 60 by the time they got that nigga.
Yeah, bro. And one of the craziest part about this trial, none of those witnesses ever went up on stand. None of them ever had testified. They never testified. The deal got cut behind everybody's backs.
They only got the check. They only got the check from Netflix.
Yeah.
To talk about it after this thing is dead.
After he's dead now, and Ghislaine Maxwell's locked up.
Bro, but what kind of power do you have to be to get a deal,
bro?
Because the deal gave immunity to not only him,
nigga,
but
he had royalty, bro. Like niggas from fucking from the
like British
England,
royal
like
family, like
stop,
bro. He had
Prince
his own.
Prince Philip was like
he was on the documentary,
bro.
He was on some wild
the
shit.
nephew, the nephew of Prince Philip. He goes, he's not in the documentary, but there's this guy that takes care of like his electrical shit, and he has like a cellular tower at his crib that's just for him. Like nobody else in the Virgin Islands has access to him but him. And he goes, one day I'm there, and the fucking nephew of the prince is there just fucking sucking on this other little girl's tits. Like she's just like they're like grinding up on each other, and I'm like, bro. And he goes, why did I quit? Because some other guy goes to him and he goes, bro, like, why are you doing this? He's like, because the money is good.
Yeah,
he's like, how many kids do you have? He's like, I got a daughter that's 10, a daughter that's 8. He's like, so how would you feel if your daughter was here? This nigga was like, I would not let my daughters be within a fucking mile radius of this asshole. So and he quit that day. That yeah. I mean, but for people that don't got the financial fucking...
That's the things we was talking about earlier, where if you don't got the papers, it's like, shit, like, what else could you do? And
you gotta support your family, my nigga. So if you gotta... There's niggas gotta fuck you over. Like if you gotta eat shit, the stockbroker.
I mean, that's what you tested as a man, though.
Exactly.
Like what you stand for lies.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's what he got reminded of that day.
Me the fuck up.
He got reminded of that.
100%, bro.
You need to know, yo, I got daughters. I'm a man. Like I can't stand.
I got a fucking wife. Like I got a sister. I got girl relatives. I want to see my fucking girl, like my female fucking family relatives be here, getting their fucking titties sucked by this sick fuck. Like, nah.
And the thing with Epstein is that
virgin, low key, like if you think about it, like,
bro. But the thing with Epstein is that he had so many crazy, powerful people in his fucking pocket. Like if he wanted to ruin the Clintons, he could. If he wanted to ruin the royal family, he could. And he had
he was
so
gonna talk.
much
That's how
power.
he killed him.
Yeah, he didn't get the chance.
He didn't get the chance, but he was gonna save himself. That's what these people
You know-
do. When
you know what I
when
think?
you're
You
one
know-
of these sick fucks who are doing this shit like that, you're always gonna look out for yourself.
And you know what? I think the most sick part of it is. I think if he took a plea deal, he would have been out in the streets someday, nigga.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been in there for
Maybe
like.
not out in the streets, but like he would have been out of prison. Yeah, he would have
Yes.
been he would have been free if he talked.
And
yeah.
you want to know what the most beautiful, not the most beautiful part, but like the beautiful thing about this nigga is that his money is clean, B. Like his money is
businesses,
100
all his
clean.
money, because he would say, like any fucking mafia member, you take the dirty money and he
You launder
owned
it.
the businesses.
Yes.
Jeffrey Epstein was a billionaire in his own right outside of the
I would say
island.
that nobody even knew how he got so rich.
Yeah, that's true.
He got his money from that. That's what I'm saying. From this he started at this stock company that grew and sold like billions of things, and this guy fires him because the Jeffrey Epstein, he takes fucking 45 million away from this nigga, and he don't talk. He don't say shit. Like, bro, I have
he
that.
took 45 mil, like he stole it.
Yeah, like he stole 45
Like
million
on
from
the
him.
road type shit. Like I'm gonna take like 2K right
I mean,
here.
He took. It don't matter how you do it. You took 45 million.
The
Yes.
same
lot,
shit.
bro.
Not taking off his
And
salary,
then-
but it's the same shit that happened to Kevin Garnett. The people that handle your money, and
Exactly.
you trust them.
Like DMX, the people who
Yeah.
handle your money, if they don't handle it right, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like if you trust rats, bro, like you're gonna be making so much money that 45 million don't even
realize
crack your
that you lost
pocket,
that
dog.
shit.
Like
You might only see 4 of that mil.
yes,
They gonna
exactly.
tell
And
you only got 4 million.
and what I find the most sickening part of it is this guy loses 45 million, nigga. I kill somebody for that 45 million. You stupid
People die
nigga. You
for
took
less.
my money, bro. Yeah. Niggas die for honey buns, B. Like, yo, what? So he takes the money and he don't do nothing to him. Why? Because he was a part of that shit too.
Yeah.
He was with the little girls too. And this motherfucker goes on presses and conferences and he goes, I was associated to this fucking rap bag or whatever. Like, my nigga, you're the same shit. Like, why didn't you talk about the 45 million he took? Why? Because he would have been like, oh, word, nigga.
Yeah, you
Yo,
want to talk about this 45 million? I'm
yeah.
talking about this 14-year-old girl you had. Like,
Bro.
And he has pics of all that shit.
Bro.
He had pictures of all that because that's
He
how
took.
black
He
was.
took.
he
There's
blackmailed
the first girl is an artist. She like paints and like her fucking like her pictures are like nudes, like girls and like with their breasts out and everything. And she gets her ideas from pictures she takes of like her little sister. So like she'll take a picture of her little sister in like panties and like the shower, boom, take it and then paint it.
Okay.
Obviously change the facial features and everything. And Jeffrey Epstein, he found a couple of pictures of those little girls and he took them. And she never got him back. And he was like, just imagine what he did with those pictures.
Yeah,
like
I can imagine.
he was whacking his shit.
And he had like a little box.
Bro,
from all the pictures type
sick
He had
motherfucker.
evidence, bro. Imagine the evidence that Epstein has on everybody.
Can you please, now that we're talking about this, and I'm so grateful that you did the fucking laptop and you turned it off, because can you look up that fucking Italian or French producer that with the Mansons, the
Fucking Roman Polanski.
another bastard,
Yeah.
nigga. He's not allowed in the U.S.
He's
he
not.
cannot come here.
He
He's a
can't come
genius.
back.
He's a genius producer, my nigga. Like
Director.
director, whatever.
Same
Genius,
thing.
top tier, like the top of the top.
Yeah.
Just a sick fuck.
Didn't he like marry a little girl? Some shit. Like he married like his
Yes,
second
bro.
cousin or whatever. Like,
The girl that gets murdered. What's his wife?
Sharon Tate.
Yeah, Sharon Tate. When the fucking cops break into his crib, they go into the attic and they find a tape. They find a tape of another nigga having sex with his wife pregnant, and he records it, bro. Like he's recording him.
Pregnant?
Yes, bro. Like
She was pregnant when she died.
Yes,
nah.
bro.
Sharon Tate was
They
pregnant when
took
she
the
died.
fucking baby out her womb, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
some sick.
Oh, that Charles Manson shit is crazy.
But
Wait,
you-
isn't that wait, Charles Manson? Is that the is he a serial killer or is
No,
he
Manson was the
he's
cult
not a
leader.
serial
cult
killer.
leader? Oh, that's the Satanist motherfucker.
That's the nigga
He was the-
he's a little fucking. He like 5'1".
Yeah, no,
he got like he has long straight hair, but it's not long. It's like straight.
Yeah,
it's like
Yes,
short
yes,
right?
he's a psycho, b. Like he's a.
Charles, yeah, he used.
And then
fucking
this,
LSD
what's the
and
name of the guy, JJ?
Roman Polanski.
Sick motherfucking bastard. And why can't they do nothing? Because he's overseas. Like they can't. Like, and also, this shit is so old that like niggas are
Also,
like,
yeah, it happened so many years ago.
Yeah.
But
Same shit with Trump.
it happened in like 70 something. B.
Yeah,
Like if you
shit.
think about it, 70 something. That's over 40 years, bro. Like
No one's chasing that kid
Yeah,
no more.
like nobody's gonna be like, yo, bro, you raped some bitch. My nigga, you.
That's the sad part about realities like that, though. Like it hits a certain point, and it's like if you're in that person's life, you obviously still want the justice. But it's like, damn, yo, like it's been 50 years, ain't nobody.
And a lot of people
nobody
don't
was even around
speak
during
up.
that case.
A lot of people don't speak up for that reason. It's like going, and that even connects to like thinking about the Bill Cosby shit. Like that shit happened so long ago, but the only reason he got locked up is because they started to come out and speak about it.
But
Yeah.
I've seen shit where like real political figures like like real popular niggas like they don't believe that he did it.
Yeah.
Like they're like standing with him and.
Like Cosby?
Yes.
No, like,
bro,
there's people who are like,
yo,
like
he ain't
free
do it.
Cosby
like,
and
they
shit
ain't
like
do it,
that,
he
yeah.
ain't do it, bro. Like, if you look at that market, remember that T-shirt, bro? Either like it's the Cosby, like either we fucking or I'm fucking.
That shit
What the
is sick.
fuck?
I don't know. For me, it was always one of those like, this man's mad old. I don't see who the fuck is gonna scheme against Cosby. Like Cosby.
But Cosby goes in that light where he's like into like children's shows and like the like he's a popular figure
that's
and
a whole
like
different
yeah.
layer,
So
right?
niggas look at him in like a different light where he's like, oh, he's like this
It's
black
Bill
man
Cosby, like-
who's just doing this like nice show with like. He has a really good show, my nigga.
No, bro,
The
like,
Cosby Show is really
come on,
good,
that's
bro.
That's like one of the goats. Like,
Yes,
the classic,
and so
like,
he's a sick fucking
Hey, that
maniac.
brings
If
us
that's
back,
what he
though.
does.
Where do you separate the artist and the person? Like the
I-
art and the person.
I feel
it's
like
very difficult.
I feel like you don't separate it.
you can't.
I
you-
think can.
and-
Like I think there's different. Like it's like a spectrum, right? Because like when you look at Kanye West, right? He's been a Trump supporter. He said some fucked up shit about slavery. You can separate his opinions from the music. You can't separate child predatory actions and pedophilia and shit from the music. Like no, this motherfucker is a sick bastard.
I respect
And
that
you know
a
how
lot. I respect
quick
that a
you
lot.
go down, bro? This allegation could come out on you at fucking at 12 o'clock. By the time it's 7 a.m., you're canceled.
Yeah,
you're
you're
done.
done.
Your sponsorships are done.
Done.
Niggas
All-
that is rocking with
everything.
you, you're done, bro. Like you're
I only
nobody.
ask that 'cause I always think about X, like XXXTentacion type
Yeah.
shit.
When he
This
was
whole
beating
si-
on bitches?
Huh?
When he was beating on bitches?
Yeah, but that whole situation was all question marks because no to this day nobody really knows the facts. You feel me? It was
Yeah.
just from the case, but anybody can open a case against you, and it could be.
And niggas
It's true.
don't like popular. And this is not
But
to
the
say.
way media is right now, they'll just accept
Yeah,
it for what it is.
and this is
instead
where-
of,
this is where I have a
the
problem
facts,
with this.
but It's this shit's confirmed.
I have a problem with this because of the fucking fact that these big companies, they're not cutting you off because of what you did. They're cutting you off because they're
Because
trying to
of the
protect
backlash.
themselves. They're
Yeah.
trying to
Yo,
they're trying to not
that's
they're trying to
facts.
cut ties with you. That's it.
Because they could have already known.
Yeah,
they could have
could've.
already known.
Like
But
the
fact that
Texans,
it's
like the
public-
Texans with fucking with
Deshaun
Watson.
Watson,
Like
yeah.
there's, I'm pretty,
Or the
I'm
Mavs with KP.
100% sure
That-
he
no, they
fucking
knew.
they knew,
Yeah.
and they're he's leaving. Alright, nigga, go get your dirt with you. You're done.
100%.
He will not play-
That's
I
just
don't
not
think-
about to be on
Shit.
us.
It's
Yes.
it's never on some. Oh, you're a sick fuck. Then we can't fuck with you. It's like, oh, now everyone knows you're a sick fuck.
Yeah, so
we can't
now
fuck
we
with
don't
you.
need your name in our brand.
Exactly.
Like Rick Ross. Remember when Rick Ross dropped the "You Ain't Even
You
Know
Ain't
It"?
Even Know,
He like
yeah.
put Molly on the champagne. She
Yeah,
ain't even know it. I took
yeah.
it home and I enjoyed that.
Yo, that's a
You
red
ain't
flag
know
on
it.
the
Bro,
plate.
Reebok, they heard that shit, nigga. You're
Nah,
cut,
they took it
done.
to
You
Reebok,
cut this
yeah.
shit, bro. It's a
Good.
white man not trying to fuck with. But Rick Ross.
He went out on that.
Wingstop
verse,
ain't gonna
though,
cut that nigga off. Dude. Wingstop love that. But
Oh,
it's the same shit. That's where you separate the artist with his real person, like the person from the artist. Once somebody finds out, that's when niggas are like, oh, fuck this nigga.
yeah.
I agree with y'all though. Y'all open my eyes though. I feel like there are levels to it though.
Yeah.
Cause like you could just be a shitty person.
Yeah.
But you could just deadass be like a
But,
fucking like
yeah.
bad like this. You could be a shitty person where you have bad habits.
Yeah.
But you could be a bad person where you just deadass like.
But-
what you want is deadass negative.
Yeah, and the
for
difference
others,
between
you feel
between
me?
not fucking with someone for their opinions over their actions.
Yeah,
But-
exactly.
But niggas are not gonna fuck with you. Beating on girls and doing all this shit has a different level of you taking these little girls and molesting them and doing like that shit that's gonna stick with you forever. Like the
true.
beating on girls, like there's mad popular artists, like
There's
fucking
mad-
Chris Brown done beat the
Yeah.
bricks off of Rihanna, nigga, and
It's
he's
scary
still
how
making
normalized
bread,
that
bro.
is,
Like
though.
that's just
Crazy.
he beat her, like, bruh.
And that's the thing. There's some artists who, no matter what they do,
They can
people
walk
are
away.
always gonna
Yeah,
fuck with
exactly.
them.
They're gonna like Kanye, bro. Like Kanye.
Kanye.
I feel like Kanye is really mentally like
Ew.
I'm telling you right now, no matter you reach a certain point where no matter what you do, positive or negative, is gonna be a positive for the sheer fact niggas gonna talk about it. So you could do.
That's
some
why
fucked
people
up
say
shit.
there's no such thing as bad publicity.
There's
Yeah,
not-
but then to a certain point, because if you say it in tears, if you're a B tier celebrity and you get bad press, that might just drop you down to like D.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But if you're A, no matter what press you get,
They're gonna talk-
they're just
yeah.
gonna talk about
Exactly.
you more.
They're gonna
You feel me?
have you on the news. They're gonna have you on the headlines. You're gonna be popular. You're gonna make money off
Yeah.
of you being a dickhead.
That just goes back to, and this is obviously not the same thing, but it goes back to even like the Usher Bucks. Like it's a marketing scheme, and those strippers hate him, and
He's immune to
people.
that, though, yeah.
But it's like, okay, but now people are gonna Google Usher, and they're gonna, oh, he's doing
He's
a
gonna be the
residency
number
in
one
Las
trending
Vegas.
motherfucker. He's
Yeah.
trending number one. So
That's
it's
why-
like for the young girls, and if you have younger like people listening have younger siblings, like just make your fucking siblings feel like just love them and just give them the right fucking mentorship where they don't feel like and they won't end up in these fucking shoes, bro. And I feel like if we work hard enough in that, things like this aren't gonna happen that often. If we really put in the work and try to fucking
Yeah, you're right.
and shout out to all the fucking girls, bro, that are just the way women are moving right now, that's real
Yeah,
good.
and that's
my
what I
nigga.
was. I think it came up like last episode. We were talking about it, but yeah, like with all this shit, like the female empowerment with rappers
Yes.
and with OnlyFans,
Yes.
like I love that shit. I want women to have more power, to have more control over themselves, their own bodies and stuff. Because so many women get caught up, like with the Jeffrey Epstein shit, where they have no other options, and they get stuck in these situations because they have no other options. Because either they relied on someone else their entire life, or whatever the situation is. That's why women need more power. Women need more control.
We need to, like, you have two younger sisters. I have a younger sister. My younger sister, she goes through a lot. Like mentally, I don't understand why, but you can't really be. You have to be in somebody's shoes. Like I've had depression where I got to a point where nigga, I'm gonna be a stack. Like it's just us three. Last episode, I don't want to talk about it. Like I've been in a depression, like a depressive point where I've thought about killing myself. B. Like
I'm gonna keep up with you. So have I.
I've thought about it, nigga. Like I don't know if you remember this, JJ, but I remember like this vividly, bro. Like you remember, like 2017 after we graduated, like there was like February, because I remember it clearly, like January to like March, where we were gonna go to like Wildwood and do all these things, and I was just like acting different with like everybody. Like I didn't want to like fuck with nobody. Like I didn't want to like be in an Xbox Live party. I didn't want to play no games and everything. And one day you hit me up and you were like, "Yo, bro, like is everything alright? Like are you good?" I'm like, "My nigga, I'm just going through some bullshit right now. Like I'm really in a dark place. Like where I've really like." This really like fucks me up because I've been to this look like in my garage, nigga. Like I've seen and I've plotted how the fuck I'm gonna kill myself, bro. Like I fucking there's like when you open my garage door, there's like these big racks on the thing, nigga. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna fucking put like my dog's fucking leash, nigga. Like I'm gonna knot that shit. I'm gonna put oil on the floor and there's no turning back because I'm gonna slip on that bitch and I'm not getting back the fuck up. Yeah. So like. Mental issues and like bringing these girls down, bro. Like there's no fucking reason. That's why my sister has mental therapy and like she really goes to like therapists and like and the therapist really makes you feel like you're alright. Like my mother, they got to a point where my mom, y'all remember, and this is where when niggas call me a capper. But they really don't know. Like they really don't know
true.
because
that's true.
because and I don't talk about it because I'm ashamed of it. Like I'm like, how the fuck did I think that? Be like, where the fuck was I mentally? But I was really in a dark fucking hole where my parents were supposed to go to Ecuador in like March or April. Like when niggas were supposed to, Wildwood was in May. That's how I remember this so vividly. Yeah. And you remember when you were so fucking fucked up where like it's like in my head. So like niggas were gonna go to, my mom and dad were gonna go or whatever, and I had put it in the chat, like, yo, my parents are leaving, be like, we about to get fucked up and shit and everything. And then I just went into the dark mode, and I was very like open with my parents. Like I was like, yo, like I'm fucked up. Like I'm really thinking about doing this and shit. Like I'm gonna hurt myself, like, cause I don't want to be here no more. Like I'm done. And my mom was like, bro, it got to the point where I was never left home alone, nigga. Yeah. Like my mom would not leave me the fuck alone. Like, bro, like my doorknobs, nigga, they were taking off my door. Like I didn't have no doorknob. Like I could just close my door, but it was not like my mom would always come down and be like, "Yo, are you okay?" Like so, my mom whenever like, and my mom has told me like she like I knew you was getting better because I would like go to the door and like the door upstairs to my room, like you could hear me clearly when I'm fucking talking to these niggas. I was like, "Fuck you, nigga!" Like fuck this. So like my mom would be like, whenever I would go to the door and I'd open it and I hear you like cursing out niggas and like laughing and everything, like I knew you good, B. Like, but they canceled that whole trip. Like my mom, she canceled it. She was like. My dad went, but my mom didn't go. My mom's like, I'm not leaving this nigga alone, bro. Like, we could come back and this nigga could be dead for 2 weeks already. Like, that type of shit. And so, like, I know how it feels to be rock bottom, nigga. Like, I've been there, done that. Like, I'm not 100% still, but, bro, I gotta live, nigga. I got a kid now. I gotta...
Nah, that shit crazy because I see where you come from. Like, because you don't want anybody else to ever feel that way.
Yes, I don't.
And honestly, I think
Kev, like Epstein do that shit.
And nobody's ever known this. Like I'm talking.
Yeah, like this is the first time because you didn't tell me this that day. Like this is the first I'm hearing of it, and I really appreciate you opening it up because people need to hear that shit. People need to hear that they're not alone in their feelings.
Nigga, we're not alone, bro.
We're not alone. None of us are alone. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I've had those thoughts myself.
Yes.
Like there are times where you go through it and you're just like, bro, shit would just be easier if I was just go on.
Nigga. Like I've been to a point where my dad's always been like, nigga, men don't cry, bro. Like men don't cry. Like this is where you're brought up mentally, bro.
Yeah,
but when I was in this dark fucking space, nigga, I would break down like a little baby, nigga. Like I would just, and I wouldn't want to talk to nobody. Like nobody had a contact with me. Like if I went into this phase where I didn't want to talk to nobody, if you think about it. And I remember when we were talking about it, like year-wise, I was like, yo, 2017 is the worst year of my life. Like, I was like, this is the worst year of my fucking life. Like, I've never been here before, like, but I know 2018 is going to be the best year of my life because I was kind of, like, phasing out of, like, thinking of killing myself or whatever. And then, like, past the summer, and that's when my parents sent me away. They were like, yo, like go to Ecuador, like try to fucking
Yeah.
be around like family and positivity and whatever. And then I went over there and I saw how bad people have it and,
Yeah,
and
it
just
gives you a
the
good
way I
perspective.
have it. I'm like, yo, like I fell in love with this place. That's why I just whenever I feel like I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna go over there. I'm just gonna be there for a little while and just get back to where the fuck I gotta be at. And I came back in like November, December, and I was telling my dad, I was like, yo, Dad, like can you do this for me, bro? Like, can you please help me, my nigga? Like, help me do this. And he was like, like he was like, yeah, I'm 100% sure. I'm like, bro, because if you don't do this, my nigga, like a funeral is gonna cost way more than this.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, yo, bro, like come here, my nigga, like
Stop
we gotta
playing.
talk,
Yeah.
like we gotta talk. And that's the times where I could say like I've seen my dad cry like a little boy, bro. Like my dad would get drunk and my dad would come straight to my room and we'll sit on my fucking couch and then he'll talk to me and I'll cry and he'll cry and we'll cry and it'll just be frustrating. And my mother would cry and my mother would be like put more pressure on my dad, like, yo, get my fucking son back, like please get my son back, like I want Kevin back, like he's not where he's at. So there's just mental illness, like girls feeling like they're by themselves. Don't let no fucking nigga do nothing to you, bro. Like we're here, my nigga. Like reach out to me, bro. I love that. Like like help me.
too.
Like I'll talk to anybody, bro. Cause I've been there. Like there's no dark.
And bro, when I tell you, that's why I reached out to you because you see the signs. You dead ass see the signs. Like I knew, like me and Kevin was so close in high school, and you see when motherfuckers change. You can see something's going on. And outside of this, like I remember I had a similar conversation with Wadi. Remember the day that Wadi bugged out in the chat?
Yeah.
So one day Wadi, for some
There's like spots in the
bro.
chat where you can't forget. Like
Yeah, you dead ass
like,
can't.
There's
So
shit where niggas like bring a flag to you, like, oh shit, this
yeah,
nigga
and
going
it's
through
like,
some shit.
and it's like, yo. So I remember I don't want to throw too much dirty laundry out on the podcast, but my boy Wadi, I love Wadi to death. Wadi, if you listen, I love you to death. You're my brother for life. And Wadi was going through some shit, and I realized it because Wadi just reacted to stuff in the chat differently than he ever would, and he got really aggressive.
Yes, he was on some negative shit.
He was
like,
on some
really
negative shit.
negative,
No, he was
bro.
on some negative shit, and then there was one day where he came at me crazy.
Yes.
Like he came at me crazy,
yes.
and I remember I reacted to it differently than I normally would react to it. And Wadi was like, "Bro, everyone comes at you crazy. Why are you reacting differently?"
Yes.
I'm like, "Wadi, you're acting different. Like this
Yeah.
isn't you." And I did the same thing. I reached out to him separately. I'm like, "Bro, what's going on with you? Like this is not you." And people need that. And I feel like, because I've been where you're at, and I never want no one to ever feel like that. So I'm the type of person, I'm going to reach out.
Yes.
I'm going to make sure you
Like, bro, I'm
motherfuckers
telling you,
are
bro,
alright.
like, life is life, nigga. Life ain't easy.
It is
nigga.
hard, bro.
And-
Like,
and
I've been through some shit,
Have you
bro.
ever been depressed?
No, we all.
You've never been depressed?
You looking at the mask?
Yeah, like, no, I know.
I'm
Oh,
like,
Dev been
man,
through some shit. Like,
Bro,
me-
I've been.
Everything y'all saying, I'm living through it right now,
Yeah.
and everything I'm doing is for that exact reason.
Yeah, me
Nigga,
and Oscar
like-
have had some
like-
conversations too.
If I bring my fucking life, this is why, like during this fucking time, I was like, bro, if there's like God or like there's some shit in the universe, like my nigga, just please send me back to when I was like happy and when I was good, and just please just like bring me back with this knowledge so I could, even if I could time travel 10 seconds, just get me in front of me, nigga, and just fucking like I'm gonna be like, yo, Kevin, nigga, don't do this, blah blah blah. Like you gonna be alright
So
after
I'm gonna
this.
keep it a buck with you right now. No cap. That's not happening.
Yo, that's-
that Kevin.
Yes.
You talking about? I'm telling you right now, like just me, like personally, I feel like I've seen so many past versions of myself that I looked in the mirror and I had to say bye to.
Yes.
Like, so you feel me? Like that old version, you're not coming back. Like everything you went through.
And we've all had those
We've-
thoughts where we're
yes.
like, yo, if I could go back in time,
Yes.
if I could
Yeah,
go.
bro.
But the thing
there's
is, you
certain
have to
moments,
remember that that's
like,
not
you know how
gonna
you're talking
happen.
about red flags? You keep the red flags in
Nigga, there's
yourself.
some.
And you know how you
Shout out
said
to
you
my
have-
fucking parents, bro. That's why I love them to death,
And that's-
my nigga.
and
Like
that's
the
why
way
I preach that shit.
they pop right off, nigga. They was on action. My mother, bro, I love my mother to death, nigga. I be fucking my mom too, but
Yeah,
she
buddy, we all do.
My nigga, stop being a fucking asshole. Stop
Yeah.
it. But I can't, cause like
It's a
that little
great
piece
ass.
where she thinks Kevin is still here, like that little piece where she's like, oh, that's my little boy, like that's the nigga that comes straight from school, put on some basketball shit to be like, ma, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go play. Like she wants that back. So like whenever I can fuck around with her. Like I enjoy that because I'm like, this is that little piece where even if she's tight, she laughs and like, oh, you're here still, my nigga.
Hey, bro, you still Kevin though. Like
I am still Kevin. I am still Kevin. I've just been through shit where
But
I'm
that's-
not gonna be that old Kevin.
Exactly. And that's the thing we all need to realize is that we're not gonna be our old
And-
selves.
and-
We all been through some shit.
And I'm gonna tell y'all when I popped out of this, I'm not fully popped out of it because I still be on some down shit sometimes.
You gonna be on that shit
Yes,
for the rest
yes.
of your life,
Yeah.
But there was this day where I had this vivid ass dream, my nigga, where I was just in my living room. For some reason I go like in my dreams I be in happy places. So I'll be like, so like Ecuador for me, like my grandmother's house for me is like the happiest place I could be at.
Like a sanctuary?
Yeah, exactly. So in my dream, I'm in my grandma's living room, like me currently, like I'm there, and little old Kev walks through, my nigga, like me little, like I can see myself little short, fucking little gut nigga.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at him, I'm like, Nigga, that's
Coconut head.
me. Nah, no coconut head, no coconut head. I had short hair when I was like in elementary school or whatever. And I go to me and younger me just starts crying, like starts bawling to me, and I nigga, I just hug myself, nigga. I'm like, yo, bro, like everything's gonna be alright, we good, like, and I just, nigga, and I wake up just bawling, bro. Like, imagine you just dreaming and you're bawling, nigga. I'm like, yo,
I've done that. I've woken up crying.
and I wake up and I just the next day I just told my mom, like, Ma, this happened, bro, and I told my mom the dream, and we just started crying together. I'm like, yo, like this is.
Stop.
Like maybe this is the point where
I feel like personally I'm missing moments like that with my family. Like, I be mad closed off. Like I don't tell nothing to y'all, my family. Like I'm telling y'all, nobody know nothing about me.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm keeping it a stack with you. Like us three, like anybody listening to the podcast, enjoy your family, bro. Like enjoy your fucking family, man.
Important.
Like your family is everything you have. There's nothing they could tell you like some fucked up shit or whatever, but they're looking out like the best for you or whatever. Like my mom be like, yo, like Kevin, like, are you okay? Like, stop being a bitch. Like, just do what you do, bro. Like, be whatever you want to be. Like, I'm just not there. Like, relax, bro. Like, I'm frustrated with myself, and you putting pressure on me, just making it worse.
Yo, facts though.
It's true.
My little brother tell me that sometimes, bro.
My little sister has told me the same thing because we all want better for our younger siblings. I've been through the same shit that my little sisters are going through now. My little sisters are dealing with anxiety and depression and things like that, and I want to be there for them. So it's like. You're like, yo, like, all right, like, I want to get you out of it. I want to help you. I want to solve your problems, but sometimes you can't solve their problems.
You can't.
I told my little brother, yo, that's what can't solve. Not my little brother. I tell so many people this. I'm like, yo, just know right now you in the gutter. I've been in the gutter, but I'm like, there's nobody. I don't give a fuck what anybody tells you. There's no saving you. You're in a battle within yourself. Whoever wins the battle is who's gonna come out as you. You feel me?
And I think
you pick which is the one you like more.
When you're in the mud,
you're 100%.
And you realize what's really valuable in your fucking life, nigga.
You do. When you're
and for me, family was that, nigga. Like for me, my family.
You just need to know that, like. For people out there, there's a lot of people who probably are like me, right? Where we're out for a while, I was closed off from my family. I wasn't an emotional person. I wasn't anything. And when something cracks you out of that shell, for me, it was my relationship. It cracked me out of that shell of being intimate and being with somebody. You do realize, damn, I ain't treat my family right. Like
you were on some fucked up shit.
Exactly.
And this is where niggas always tell me, yo, Kev, why the fuck is you always asking questions, nigga? Like, and this is where I haven't talked about what the fuck has happened to me before, but I always ask stupid questions and I ask shit about you and shit. And I'm like, because I want to know, my nigga, like, are you alright?
And that's why I stopped saying that. Because I used to be like, yo, Kev, why are you asking so many questions? But whenever me and Kev are by ourselves in the party and he goes, oh, what happened with you and your ex? What happened with it? It gets me to open up.
Yes, nigga,
like, it gets me to open up, and I appreciate that. And that's why I do that with you. I do that with other people. People aren't going to open up by themselves.
You gotta appreciate those small connections you have.
You do, bro. And that's why
2020 taught us you could lose them shits in the
You can be, and when you're stuck by your fucking self, like in quarantine, and when you're stuck with your own fucking demons, it forces you to open that shit up. It forces you to open that shit up.
And this shit drove me into overdrive, my nigga, because when I knew I was having a kid, I ain't planned this shit, nigga. Like this shit just happened, and it's somewhere else, B. So I'm. Nigga, I gotta live with the fucking decisions I made.
You grew crazy from that, though.
We can all tell.
I grew the most out of this shit from my grandfather passing away. So my grandfather passed away, and then my dad told me one day, he was like, yo, like, I had so many things I wanted to do with my dad, and I just didn't get the chance to. So I'm like, my nigga, like, you are the most important person in my fucking life, and just make sure I'm not gonna, you're gonna be 100, nigga.
So imagine me, right, like, I have not been super open about this. My dad has been incarcerated since I was 11 years old.
Are you serious?
My dad has been in jail since I was 11 years old.
Yo, and before you talk about this, JJ.
I seen Kev make I
know this. Just that's not no. This is where I want to.
But that's just bullshit. That's bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit because this is exactly when that shit happened with JJ. That's when I was at the lowest point in my fucking life. Like that's when I was so dark in my mind, where I was so lost, where I just had to. Just say some bullshit just to be like, man, fuck you too, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
I need the context behind it.
No, listen, and hindsight 2020. So that's cool. Yeah. Like that shit is squashed. And I know that when you're in a dark place, you want to bring people with you because you don't want to be alone anymore.
I knew about his father like way before. I knew about JJ's dad when we were still in high school. Like I already knew that, but I didn't touch on it because my dad's always told me, if it ain't your business, nigga, like don't say shit. So him saying it right now. This is an exclusive. But
listen, I don't because I've always been closed off. Like I said, like I've always been one of those type of people where I'm closed off. I don't tell nobody shit, and I've been much more open with you guys and with my family and stuff in general. My dad's been incarcerated since I was 11 years old. I haven't had my dad in the house since I was a little kid, and so that kind of connection, that kind of familiar connection, you realize how important it is after all this, going through all this shit in quarantine and I'm figuring myself out now at 23 years old, and I fucking respect the fuck out of my pops. I love him to death. He's my best friend, but not having him sucked.
That sucks.
Not having him was hard.
Especially just like I imagine you chopped it up with him.
Of
like,
course, over the phone, but nigga, once a week.
Exactly.
Like, come on,
But
dog.
this goes different where because I knew where JJ's pops was at. So like I knew it, and I'm like, yo, why this nigga such a bitch? Like, why is he so soft? But I'm like, bro, he's around fucking females the whole fucking day. Like he don't know what having a fucking dad be like, yo, man, get the fuck up out of here.
That shit be crazy.
I never got that.
Crazy
Yeah.
So like he like I understand exactly why sometimes he was so sensitive, nigga. Because the girls that ass make you sensitive,
And
bro.
It's like
That's a power though.
Yes.
That's a power though, because that's a lot of like males lack. That's something we all
father
lack, bro.
figure sometimes, or like that kind of strength, that kind of tough skin, and that's something that the group chat taught me, and I had to learn that through.
That's true.
I had to get hard experiences. I had to
Exactly.
deal with that shit. I had to learn.
It's
And
different
there were
learning it in the
days,
field than in training.
And you want to know why?
and there were days, real quick, and there were days where that shit affected me, and I was taking shit personal, and I was sitting here at home, and I'm like, bro, my boys don't even fuck with me. Like, I'm the joke of the fuck. I'm the butt of every joke. My boys don't even fuck with me. People don't fuck with me. Like, bro, you get in these dark, and you get into your own head. And for everyone out there, you gotta just get out of your own head, get out of your own way.
You gotta talk to somebody.
You have to
I feel
talk
like
to
you have to
somebody.
open your fucking mouth.
Nah,
nigga.
You have to
just
talk
know
to
That
somebody.
shit bothered me.
There's-
Like shit like that bothered me until I realized, like, yo, you can't be the butt of every joke unless everybody feel comfortable enough
Yes.
making jokes.
That's something
with
you
it.
gotta
And
learn.
And that's something where you give somebody so much confidence too.
Exactly,
Like you give
exactly.
somebody that much where they know, fuck you, JJ. That shit ain't gonna do nothing to JJ.
Yeah,
They're
not
like,
like-
he
yeah.
knows
Nah,
we
like,
fucking
man,
tight,
fuck
nigga.
But when
Yeah.
you're the thing is, when you're in a dark place, you can be as secure as you want about that. No matter what, that dark place is gonna fuck with that, and
Yes.
it's gonna make you think you wrong, and the reality is this, and that.
And whoever
Nobody fuck with you,
whoever
nobody-
out there, I know everyone in their mothers has been through a breakup. But when you go from having a person to not, it's rough.
Yeah, man, that's rough.
It's rough.
That's
And
rough.
I haven't
so
been there. Shout out to you niggas. Yes,
bro.
I have a kid, but I've never been with her.
yeah.
Like I try to be a man about it and be like, yo, I'm gonna be with you, but force myself. But I'm like, nigga, if I just got out this fucking dark place, am I really gonna go into somewhere where I don't even like this girl? And
Exactly. And
You
that's
just gonna you
gotta make tough
you setting
decisions.
up a house in that dark place.
Yes, exactly. So I can't do that, bro. So I just had to get out. So shout out to JJ for saying about his ex, bro. I've never had a breakup. Shout out to that. But I'm with a lovely fucking female that, bro, she's brought me out of like every like
yeah.
Great.
like where she's like, yo, like she wants to be, she's a doctor. Like she's almost about to be done with being a doctor. I'm like, yo, like why the fuck is you fucking with me, B? Like I'm all types of fucked up.
Hey, that's the thing about relationships. I feel like, so I'm in a relationship, but I'm not I'm not pro relationship where I think everybody should be in a
Yeah.
relationship. The way I feel is like, I feel like you should only be in a relationship if y'all both either like, it's gonna sound mad stereotypical, but if you both grow from it, like,
Oh, you're right.
if you both like gain something from it, like without like a question, like, hey,
Right.
listen, like we might sacrifice time, we might sacrifice this and that, but we still gonna be good as hell. Cause listen, I might need to talk about shit, you might need to talk about shit. We still have a person we confident in, like talking about that
exactly.
shit.
And everyone needs that. And that's why it's tough when you're by yourself in those depressive states, especially during the pandemic. I'm sure way more people ever experience that than ever. But when you're by yourself, you either stay in that place or you get yourself the fuck out of it.
Yes.
The only
I
way,
fought out that
like
motherfucker's
even
dolo, nigga.
like even in a relationship, right? Like my relationship didn't work out because of a lot of my own shit that I'm now working through. But if you don't work it out for yourself, if you don't do it for yourself, it's not gonna work.
Facts, bro.
If you live your entire life
I never
and
met
you're,
his girl, like his ex girl. I never met her.
listen, I don't know if she's ever gonna listen to this, but she's a fucking great human being,
Yes.
and I learned so much from her. Listen,
positive energy.
You have to be with positive women, bro. Like
she
somebody
is
that
a-
pushes the best out of you.
yes,
nigga.
and that's exactly what, like, she's a great human being. She did that. I needed that, but it's lessons you learn and you move on from it.
Yes.
It's like, okay, it
It
didn't
don't
work.
gotta be negative.
Exactly.
It's like we
It
both
didn't
learn
work,
from it.
but I learned so much from her, and we move on.
Yes.
And now we move on in life the same way. You learn from these dark spots. You get in these depressive thoughts. But the whole point is that you either stay in it or you get yourself out of it. And if you work and it's not fucking easy. It's not like you can just wake up one day, put a smile on your face, and that's it. It's over. It's like, nah,
I'll explain
son.
something real quick, because
Go,
everything
pop
I've
with
been
it.
talking about, I promise you, no cap, is like everything I'm trying to do. So y'all see my shit, 3I shit, whatever, right? So I isolate in your imagination, right? Because I feel like if you isolate in your imagination, the imagination is the third eye, and when you isolate in it, you unlock it, and that's acid. Because when you trip, you're literally isolated in your imagination, everything you see. You feel me? But the first eye to even get the third is fucking isolation.
Isolate.
Yes.
And I'm trying to
Yeah.
give mad people power, because a lot of a really negative light that isolation is shedding right now is that you should be fearful. You should feel alone. You should feel like you don't have anybody to speak to. But I'm trying to give people power. Because like I swear to God, like people been alone, they discovered all the shit we work off of now. Then when people did, like when they was partnered up or they was with the squad or yada yada yada, like Isaac Newton was by himself. This man discovered physics and created calculus to discover fucking physics. All by himself. He literally he literally said, I'm not gonna fuck with women, anything, just so I could dedicate my life to this. And he discovered the shit that we build the world off of. So everything I build off of is trying to empower people in that state. That state where you feel like you don't have anybody, because you should feel powerful.
Exactly.
If you have 24 hours in a day, you don't gotta invest into anybody else.
Exactly.
Even though there is power in somebody else, you shouldn't feel frightful of being by yourself.
You should never, and you should be able to rock by yourself.
Everything else.
You sticking by yourself and being like, I've been huge on meditation recently, and that's exactly what that is. It's isolating yourself in your own mind.
How you meditate, B? That's I want to learn how to do that shit.
Then first thing in the morning, I wake up, I open my eyes like at 7:30. I wash my face, and I go to the First Street Park. And I sit in First Street Park. No one's around. All I can hear is the birds and nothing. And I close my eyes, and you focus on your breath. That's the first thing you do. You go, in your mind, you're like, in, out, and you clear your mind. Nothing else is in your mind.
I've tried to do
Bro,
that so
it's
many
the most
times,
difficult fucking thing, but when you do it, I've been doing it for like 3 or 4 weeks now, and you start to learn how to clear your mind out. I used to wake up every morning, and the first thing on my mind was my ex. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck, I'm alone. She broke up with me.
Have you ever had
like
these where like fights where you can't even sleep, nigga? That
Yes.
takes your fucking...
Yes.
Bro, that's how I knew that Shorty was the one.
Yeah,
man.
when you
I was
stick,
like,
and you stick in your mind and you stick in that dark place. But the same thing with breakups, with depression, with worrying about school or work or whatever. The main thing is that you have to realize those dark thoughts are temporary.
I've had this where you're going. I even started medicating when I was fucking fully depressed because I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing in me where that's how I got the pen too. But I don't want to do it like rely on something and be like, yo, like I need this to fucking sleep.
Yeah.
Hey,
So I be up fucking 4 a.m, nigga, and I'm just crying, nigga, because I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? Like, where the fuck am I? Like, I should just kill myself right now. It's 4 a.m. These niggas. But I'm like, bro, my dad comes down he leaves through the garage. Like, he opens the door and gets in his truck and he goes to work. Like, and my dad's a trucker, so like he wakes up at like 4, 3, 5, whatever. So like, imagine my dad opens the fucking garage, sees his son hanging there. It's like, my nigga, your whole shit is.
Bro.
And the fact that
that's the shit that keep you going though.
Exactly, and the fact that I have so much love for my dad, where I'm willing to sacrifice my happiness just to be with them and know that they're content. They're like, yo, my son is still here. Like we're still rocking with each other. And my dad has always told me, like, this is back in high school. He'll be like, yo, do you have a girlfriend? Like, my dad's always be like, you got a girl, bro? Like, what's up with these bitches, nigga? I'm like, yo, bro, honestly, like, I'm not really fucking with any of these girls and shit. But I like girls. Like, shout out to Shorty. She know what the fuck. Yeah. So I'll be like, yo, like, but my dad's like, there's nothing wrong. Like, you're always gonna need a companion. Like, even if it's aside from like having sex and like fucking these bitches or whatever, like, there's gonna be like that connection that you have with this girl where you're gonna spend intimate moments and you're gonna tell her shit that I don't even know, or your friends don't know, that you don't want to tell them because you feel like it's too soft to tell your boys, to tell me. Like, she's gonna know all of it. Yep. And this is why it's fucking beautiful, like having a relationship, and that's where I'm at. Yeah,
that's good. It's no, yeah, of course. There's nothing that's a great thing to have, but you also need to have that outside of a relationship, because then, God forbid you break up with her.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
God forbid. You need someone outside of that, and I've been way more open with you guys. I've been way more open with the family. Like, you need more people that you just need to be more open. Just talk about what you're going through.
Brings a fucking like a smile to my face, nigga. Like, my mom has said it to me. She's like, yo, like, thank you to this girl because you're happy, my nigga. Like I see you, you're fucking happy. I'm like, the other day I was like, Ma, you think I'm happy? She's like, yeah, you're happy. I'm like, cause I am happy, my nigga. I'm back.
I hate my mom for that. Like I say I hate my mom like it's negative, bro. I promise you, like, I could be saying here normal as hell. I might be in one of my like bad states. So I have a lot of phases.
Yeah.
Y'all could probably peep it, but I have my phases. You feel me? I thug it out. You feel me? I've been in the trenches. Like, I already know my way around the maze. You feel me? But my mom,
when you it's a little bit for me personally. Like, me knowing you, like I think I've known you since middle school, nigga. Like, I've always seen you. Like, we might not have been boys, but I know who you were. And so for me, like me in the chat, whatever, like, oh, don't speak for me. Oh, don't ever speak, nigga.
Yeah,
for me,
that's
oh,
the thing,
speaks when oh got Wi-Fi, nigga. Like,
Nah, I'm just a big ass question mark because I go through all this shit, but on top of that, like I'm very hard to communicate with. I don't communicate.
That's what
at
niggas
all.
said. They're like, bro, Oscar's the hardest nigga to get in contact with. So whenever I say some dumb shit, nigga, I get a couple ha-has, nigga, and I always open the ha-has.
Yeah, me too.
Nigga, we gotta check the stats.
Yes. And I see I'm like, yo, my nigga active right now.
Yeah,
nigga,
yeah.
he's here.
Nah, it's cause like the way I'm at right now is like I really try not to be on my phone because
me too.
I'm very toxic with my phone. Like I'll overthink shit. I'll be on IG. I'll overthink everything. You feel me? So I'll just I'll just feel like let me just stay off this shit and let me just work. But
you know where I felt like trash? I felt like trash with this stock shit today. Today I was cursing myself out the whole fucking
nigga was
day,
like, I was not put down on that
I'm like,
shit.
bro, I should have fucking done this, my nigga. I was doing math in my fucking brain. I'm like, if I would have put 200 back in the, I would have made 20 racks. Like,
But listen, but
what the fuck are you doing?
But something that I've been
the lesson for
focusing
the
on a lot.
niggas.
Something that I've been focusing on a lot because you have to think about life as the only thing that matters in life is the present. Because if you start dwelling in the past and start dwelling in all your mistakes and your regrets, that shit's fucking useless
You can't
to
get that back.
It's just useless to
Yes,
you.
it's done.
And then there's some people that do the opposite. They dwell on the future and they're scared and they're anxious and they're scared, worried about what am I gonna do in the fuck that shit too. The only thing you can control in your life is what you do at this moment. Is what you
Exactly.
think about
Yes.
at this moment.
I'm about to bag right now, nigga.
That's all you could be about. That's all you like.
Bro,
That's all you
like
could be
the
about.
other day, I usually go out and start trying to make money at 11, come back at like 2:30, 3, get on Xbox. The other day there was nothing, so I got home at 1, nigga. I didn't know what the fuck to do. It was just so awkward for me to be home at 1, nigga. I'm like, yo, like I get on Xbox, no one's on. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Go on YouTube. I'm like, what, nigga, I would do something. Like I didn't feel productive because all I'm trying to do is get money right now, bro. Like that's it. And with this, I'm telling you, bro, lovely female, bro. Like. Y'all gonna meet her and she's sharp with her shit.
Good, I hope so.
We gonna drop a fucking exclusive. Nah, we not gonna drop that.
What are you talking about?
Nah,
Wait a minute. I don't know what you meant talking
I don't
about.
wanna. Should I say this?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Like I've asked this girl to marry me, my nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm there, bro. Like if
Good.
you're gonna say niggas engaged, nigga,
Good.
I'm there, B. Like
That's-
I've talked to
that-
her fucking parents and
I mean,
everything.
I'm happy you
That
feel
makes
that
me
confident,
happy.
though.
Yeah.
Like I've been there. Like I just feel like somebody who got me out of a shithole deserves the world from me, nigga. Like you helped me get
Bro, that's
out
one of
of
those
where the
things.
fuck I was
Like,
at.
if somebody's there for you when you literally aren't shit, like
Yes.
there's nothing. There's no.
Exactly.
You're not gonna find many other people that are
Exactly.
gonna be
So
there
like,
for
so
you
like,
in that
so like, Shorty wants something. I'm like, all right, nigga, here, you get it. Like you, like, thank you, bro. Like the other day I was having a conversation. I'm like, bro, thank you. Like you're really like you're there for me, bro.
Yeah.
And like everybody knows, like my family all knows, and they're like, Kevin, like don't get married yet. Like there's no like just because you're engaged doesn't mean you're gonna get
That's
married.
a personal thing, though.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, whenever I'm free, I feel like I'm ready. I'm gonna do it, bro. Like but I'm happy, and I'm really
that
sure
matters.
that this is gonna be.
That's all that matters, bro.
Well-
That makes me happy that you're happy.
Nigga, I'm happy, bro. I'm really
Wow, like that.
And that's what
great.
trolling Kev comes into, because I be checking everybody, nigga. I be like, yo, you're a bitch. The way you react is if you
That's
react,
how you check. That's how you check.
if you
Yeah.
react, that's how I know you good. Because if you react, I'm like, this nigga good. So
Yeah.
Eddie, I'll be like, fuck you, Eddie, you bitch, you fat fuck. Eddie reacts on some disrespect. I'm like, that's Eddie, he
Yeah.
good. And if we bring I wanted to bring Eddie today because I wanted to get into this. I think my man Eddie going through some bullshit. So I wanted to bring him on so he could like talk and like to be
The thing is, it's hard for some people. Like Eddie's not the type that's
It's
gonna
hard to
talk
cut.
about
Yeah,
it.
Eddie.
Like it's hard.
Yeah, he's not
to
gonna-
talk about it. Like we're both in places where we're past our not
Yes.
fully past it, but we're working on it. And we're healing and we're doing things. We're much more open about things. Someone who's in the middle of it might not be as open to talking
for sure.
about
Like
it.
also he's in the fucking trenches. So like.
Bro, I've been in the trenches so long. I'm dead ass like. I'm that nigga that you get to the
My
trenches
nigga.
and I'm giving you the tutorial.
Okay,
I'm like, hey, yo, pick up that AR right there
you
and shoot that target.
You ever pick God of War?
That's how
You
bad
God of War?
Yeah. In Modern Warfare 2, in the campaign at the beginning when the nigga like pick up the pistol. That's
Yeah,
all
it's
right
a fucking No, I think of God of War. There's a scene in God of War where you're getting into like Tartarus, like hell, and there's a motherfucker who's driving the boat. And when you hop in the boat, he's
That's
talking to
mythology
you.
shit. That's
Yeah,
mythology
exactly. He's on the river Styx and he's driving the boat. And he's
I'm guessing he was driving into like Hades.
yeah.
Like the gates of
Well,
Hades.
Cerberus first, and then but yeah, like
He's like, my nigga, don't worry, we gonna get through this.
Exactly. He's like, nah, yeah, we going to hell. Like they're gonna be mad, like fucking souls and shit. Like he's dead as like the gatekeeper.
So like JJ talk about how he didn't have his father to be there around. There's nothing that pisses me off more than seeing the girls that we gone to high school with and that got multiple baby daddies, like, and they reject the fucking baby having connection with their dad. Like they don't want like I'm going through that right now personally. Like
Yeah.
I don't see my kid. I haven't seen my kid in like fucking like 8 months. I haven't seen his face. I haven't touched him, nigga. I haven't done nothing to him.
But
So
that's not a personal thing at all. Like it's not
But
like
it's
you don't want
just
to.
no, it's just what he's going through.
I don't
with the
take that
girl.
personally because I'm like why are you doing this?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
my mom, but I make sure because I make sure the fucking the child support's there every month.
Yeah, of course. Either way, you're
That
supporting
he
him.
got clothes, that he got shoes, that he look fresh, my nigga. That's my kid, though. He gonna look fly to death, B.
Yeah, but still you trying to be.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be there, and I don't want him to grow up and be on some. I didn't have my dad. Like my nigga, I'm here. Like if you wanna, and I told this to my mom that day. I'm like it doesn't bother me, mom. Like that shit doesn't bother me. Like he's gonna get to an age where he's gonna wanna get to know me, and then she's like, but maybe that's just too late. Like he might already have his shits where he's like, fuck my dad. Like he's a bitch. Fuck this nigga.
Yeah,
And
because you never know what his mom starts feeding into him.
Yes,
Shit like that,
exactly.
too.
Like bitches are the most powerful creatures, B. That's what I'm saying. They
got all the
control
power.
everything, dog. They
Got all the
control
power,
everything.
bro.
So women are just the most powerful thing. So like ladies, if any of you, like I hope ladies with kids, and if you fucked up and you got a few baby daddies, like that's you, girl. Do your thing, get that bag.
It is what it is.
But just have your kids around their fucking parents. Never lie to your kids. Never feed them bullshit. Cause
Yeah.
women do that. I've seen that a lot in my fucking life. Like I got a lot of uncles that just like
I
to
can
sling
imagine.
dick everywhere, nigga. And so, and they're always having like I've had
Baby mama trouble
fucking
and shit.
some cousins that are like, yo, my dad isn't shit. I'm like, my nigga, your dad is the dopest nigga I've ever met. Like, how the fuck are you gonna say that? Oh, my mom said this, bro. Fuck your moms, B. Like your mom could suck my dick from the back, B.
Yeah,
Fuck
I feel
all
like
that.
parents should build each other up. Like you can't be a parent talking shit about the other parents.
You can't.
to your
But that's the
child,
thing about-
because your child's gonna listen.
Yeah,
But
that's
that's the problem where they're angry. So they're
Yeah.
angry and they're just gonna feed a little nigga lies and be like, yo,
Yeah.
man, fuck your dad. Your dad is a piece of shit. Your dad did this. Your dad cheated on me. Your dad was never there for me. Like, okay, well, you gotta tell the little kid that and fucking like my cousins grew up on some. They don't fuck with my uncle at all. And like my uncle for me is like one of the dopest like motherfuckers I've ever met. And I'm like, why the fuck? Just cause like. My aunt used to have like altercations with him where she was pregnant, she would start beating on her stomach and be like, I want you to lose this baby. Like, like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Wait, she was beating on?
Yeah, she was beating on herself.
What the fuck do you do with that? You just hold them?
Yes, and she would attack him and hit him, and then he would get angry and hit her, and the kids are seeing this. Like, there's no reason for your kid to see bullshit like this. Another thing, I've never seen my parents argue. Like my parents, they handle their business in their fucking room, bro. It's their fucking relationship.
Yeah.
That's what my dad is the real
I'm
thing.
Dominican, so I see
No,
the
that's
whole
real
shit,
as
man.
fuck. And to be honest, like thinking back, like as a kid, and like I said, like my dad hasn't been around for a long time, but as a kid, my parents were kind of the same way. I never saw I never saw them at odds. Like I never saw like they were similar in where like your parents, where it was like we handled our shit separately.
Yeah.
My mother never talked down on my father, no matter what they went through. I was always the utmost respect, no matter what. And kids need that shit. Like you need to have someone to look up to. You need to have that kind of respect factor built
So
in
you
and
said
shit
your
like that.
dad's been away since you were?
I was like 10 or 11 probably.
Shit, nigga. And when is he supposed to be back home?
This year.
Are you
Yes,
serious?
sir, nigga.
Hey, nah, are you serious?
The end of this year, yeah.
What the fuck? That's
That's
actually great news.
dope,
What
nigga.
the fuck? That put me in a good ass mood
That
for no
nigga
reason.
got out the pandemic. He don't
Yo,
know.
facts, he skipped that shit. He skipped the cutscene.
No,
No,
the
in
stories that I
jail,
heard,
bro,
boy.
in jail
nah.
it's
I mean,
worse,
nah.
bro.
You're right. That mean you get daps later. You get
And I was
daps
actually talking to my pops about this podcast, and I was telling him like, "Yo, like if you want to tell your story, like we could do a podcast." Or and I was even telling him like, "Yo, if you want to write a book," he's like, "Nigga, I ain't writing no fucking book." I'm like, "Pops, if you want to just get in front of a microphone."
But you said this before. I'm sorry that you've said that you haven't talked to your dad like before this. Like there was a time where you didn't talk to him at all.
Yeah,
Like how long did that go for?
it was on and off. Like when I was younger, like
Did you have anger towards him? Like
yes,
When I was
in middle school. When I was in middle school, in high school I got past it, but when I was in middle school, there was an era where I was like, I blamed everything on him. Like all of our struggles
Like,
at
this is
home.
your fault.
Yeah, all of our struggles at home. I was like, yo, if this motherfucker didn't get locked up, we'd be fine. We'd be good.
Like seeing your mother struggle
See,
and
yo,
seeing her
like
work
this-
her jobs. Yeah, I feel
I-
that 100%, nigga.
See, and it's like, yeah, I used to hold a lot of animosity, a lot of anger. But then you start learning about what his situation was.
Right.
What he went through. And just understanding the shit that he went through and the shit, like I understand like what he did was because of what he was going through. Not gonna get into details, but I understand him now, and I'm past that anger part. But yeah, there was a long time where I had that. My father isn't shit. He ruined this. He fucked this up. Yeah, but of no fault of my mother's. My mother never, ever talked down on my father, no matter what. No matter
they're still together?
what. Yeah, of course. But there was even a time in between where they might not have been. It was like she was trying.
My man's is in jail,
bro, because he's fucking locked up. Like
it was rough.
Nigga, like
it was rough. But you know what? My mother's one of the strongest fucking women I've ever met in my life. You can't blame her, bro. And I definitely can't blame her. I've never blamed her.
She might feel, bro.
She just had us.
You ever heard "Breakdown" by J. Cole?
I don't. Off the top of my head, I don't think so.
Where he's talking about this girl's college graduated, she got a diploma, but her man's been locked up and he's been gone for 7 seasons. And she always goes to the club on the weekend. She parties a little bit, and like she be flirting with niggas, but she don't give him no attention. But today the devil is creeping.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Mama, stay down, mama. Like I'ma ride with your nigga. Like there's no reason for that. Like it just. But you can't blame him, bro. Like my dad's always said this. My dad didn't let my mom get a fucking what's that shit called when they cut off their shits to not be able to have babies no more?
Oh, she got quote unquote fixed, but tooth side or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, my dad didn't let my mom do that till she was like 35. Mm-hmm. Like till my mom had like a little tumor in her thing and they had to take her out. Like that was forced, but my dad never did it. My dad was like, bro, I could die tomorrow, my nigga. Like you could meet another man that's gonna fuck with you. And what does a man want? Kids. So you're gonna have to. And my mom, man, shut the fuck up, bro. Like,
but that's real though.
Yeah, my dad's a real nigga. My dad's a real nigga, bro.
No, 100%. Everything you've ever said about your father, like I would never met the man.
That's the most.
I would love to meet him.
That's the most like 100% thing. Because like it's not, you're not taking biases. You feel me? That's biases from.
That's straight up just facts. Like if this happens, this is the contingency plan.
Yes, like he's not taking it. Like he's like, yo, I could die tomorrow. Like my kids. My dad's always tells me, like, I have money saved up, so, like, if something was to happen to me, y'all gonna be alright for, like, a year and a half, 2 years. Like, y'all could live the way you're living. But you, motherfucker, you're gonna have to step up to the plate, bro. Like, you're in charge of these niggas. I'm like, bro, I feel that, but ain't shit gonna happen to you, but you alright.
And shit, that's what sucks about me growing up. I had to become a man so quick, bro. I had to get a job when I was 12, 13 years old. Yeah, and I've been the man of the house for a decade. And so... it sucks because now I'm at a point with my mom where my mom is still trying to be a mom. Right?
Where did your mom works at?
She works. She got a good job. She works from home now, but she's working in healthcare. Like she has a really dope job.
Nasty nigga.
But before that, it was like she was working at Palisades like crazy hours.
Yeah. Like hospital?
No, yeah, she worked in the radiology at Palisades Medical Center. Like she was,
My mom's out there right now.
Oh, and Palisades? Oh, that's fine.
She bounces between hospitals.
Yeah. It be like
your mom's a nurse?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, right now, shout out to her, bro. Shout out to all the healthcare workers. Shout out to all the nurses.
I'm telling you, watching her and my little brother go through all this COVID shit, I was in my house a little paranoid because I'm like, yo, low key, y'all might just body me. But I was like, shout out for y'all because they wasn't scared at any point. You feel me?
Yeah,
like it wasn't on some like. Well, my mom was super paranoid, but that was some mom shit. She's just trying to take care of the crib. So
my mom was paranoid too, nigga. My mama had a fucking mat with Clorox just drenched in it.
Bro, we was wiping down vegetables and fruit. Nigga, like what? We was on some crazy shit.
But gangster with it. He was also that nigga went to Florida like first month type shit. I was like, he told my mama, but him and my like, so just know like context. I'm playing I played peacemaker in my family for like 5 years.
You've told me about that shit.
Yeah, like niggas always at heads. Everybody going through their own things. And nobody listens to each other. I'm the head, right? I'm trying to mediate everybody. So my mom's pops and my little brother's all at war type shit, right? Yeah. So my little brother wants to go to fucking the beach. He was trying to go for spring break because this is first year in college.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
You want to live your like it's
COVID about to start.
COVID that has stopped niggas playing.
Nah, but he told my mom a bug. He was like, yo, if I don't go now, everything's gonna stop and I'm not gonna get the chance. And hey. It shit literally worked out that way, and he came back good. All I can say, God bless. But he was a gangster with it. I was like, yo, take your risk, bro. But you sleeping in the same room as me. Don't get me killed now either.
Bro. My little brother's a mama's boy, bro. My mom dies for that nigga. Like she loves me, but you could tell that she loves this little nigga a little bit more than she loves me. You can always tell. Yeah, she like this nigga don't do shit, and she be coming downstairs bringing this nigga breakfast.
Hey, sometimes they need that attention.
I'm like, nigga, get the fuck upstairs, bro.
Yeah, yo, I be yelling at my little sister so much because my little sister be in her room and she'll text me like, yo, I'm hungry. I'll be like, bitch, if you don't get off your ass and go fucking cook yourself some shit, now let's order food. No, bitch, you want me to order food and pay for it and feed your lazy ass.
My brother
Get the
does the
fuck
same
out of
shit.
here.
That's your responsibility, son.
But that's the thing is I take that as like I just I'm the man of the house. I've taken that responsibility. I need to make sure these girls eat. I need to make sure this house is in order. Like I've been that since I was like fucking 13 years old. Like, so that's why when I've always been like, going back to the conversation before, like being in my own shit, being in my home, because I always felt like I gotta be the rock. Like I can't vent to y'all. I can't tell y'all bullshit because y'all going through y'all bullshit. I gotta make sure y'all are good before I make sure I'm good.
That's where I go. Like I don't want to like. There was a time when we were going through some shit in my house, my grandfather being sick and everything, and I just didn't want to be another fucking burden to these niggas. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just. It's my issue, nigga. I'm gonna handle this shit
like
myself.
that.
But keep it in stock. It sucks for us, and it's a lot of weight on our shoulders. But I also feel like at a certain point, that's a burden we're gonna have to carry because. That's what we have to do, man. Fuck it.
But
it sucks.
Fuck it for our family.
JJ says his sister texts him, bro. I be having arguments with my brother. I'm like, yo, help the fucking like my dog don't got water, nigga. Give her water, give her food. Like, how the fuck do you walk past it? You see this shit's empty, and you don't give a shit.
Or how do you walk past the kitchen and you can't clean up a little bit?
Exactly.
Like the shit that I do, why can't you do that? Like I don't understand.
There's times where he don't walk my dog. My dog pisses on the floor. I'm like, bro. I'm like, Junior, did you take me out? He like, yeah. I'm like, nigga, so then why the fuck is there piss out here? Nah, I ain't take her out.
Yeah,
I'm like,
always catch him.
I'm like, nigga, get the fuck up, get up.
The thing that I want you to remember and that I've started to remember is that I've been through a decade of this bullshit of being the man of the house. That's why I'm like this. I can't expect my 15, 16-year-old sister who's had everything handed to her entire life.
They're spoiled.
Exactly. And so, yeah, I'm trying to instill that, but you can't instill that by yelling and screaming and being angry. You can't. It's not going to work.
Because the way when you're raising your voice to somebody, they're not going to understand it.
That's what separates the LeBrons from the Kawhis.
My dad be telling me, like, yo, if you want somebody to get to what you're trying to get to, talk to them nicely. Like, talk to them how you would like for them to talk to you. So I be like, fuck you, nigga. And then my brother come up to my door be like, yo, Kev. I'm like, what, nigga?
Yeah.
Yo, you hungry? I'm like, nah, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, go to eat. He like, nah, there's no more food, bro. I'm like, all right, nigga, what you want? So I be like, I just give, he, on his Uber Eats shit, he already got my shit, nigga.
My sister
like,
too. Yeah, my sister too.
I get the fucking transaction fee. I'm like, oh, this nigga.
And that's the thing is like, I end up beating myself up because I have that same reaction. She'll come in and she'll be asking me for help and she wants my help. And I'm like, oh, get the fuck out of my face. Like, that's it. You're mad or no? Because I'm going through my own shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, I don't have the fucking mental capacity for you right now. But then I always step back and I always take a deep breath. And that's where meditation helps. You got to take a deep breath and be like, she doesn't know what you're going through. She doesn't know why you're tired.
You guys,
all she saw was the explosion, and now she don't want to talk to you. Now she don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
So now I gotta be like, listen, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna keep it stack with y'all niggas, bro. Like, enjoy where you live at, bro. Yeah, like, you guys might live in a little apartment, but you see each other's faces. Yeah. I don't see my brother's face, nigga. Like, we live in a crib with 2 floors where I haven't seen this nigga today, B. No, like, I woke up, nigga, I haven't seen him. So I'm like, and my dad be saying that shit too. My dad was gonna make us all move to the apartment upstairs just so we're all in one fucking, like, lower location. Like,
yeah, no, I'm in a little ass apartment with these girls. I see nothing but their faces. And there are some times where I sit back and I think, wow, I can't wait to move out this fucking house. I want to get the fuck out. And then I get into thoughts like, but what are they gonna do without me?
I can't move out, B.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
I want to move out. Like, I want to move out because I don't want to be a burden to my parents.
I have to move out personally.
Yeah,
but I have to only because of like what I'm doing. So like, I literally can't do what I do in my household.
I get you.
Like, I can't make music because I share a room. So if my brother, like, so I do, like the same way you say you don't see your brother, I don't see my brother at all because he's EMT. He be getting 48-hour shifts, bro.
Yes.
Like 2 days straight. Yeah. So I might not see that nigga for 2 days. My mom's works all day. My pops works all day out here. So I might just stay in my room all day cooking up type shit. You feel me? But I know I need to move out because I literally can't cook in an apartment because yada yada yada. Niggas
but your thing for moving out is because you wanna grow in with your craft.
Bro.
You wanna master your craft.
Bro, it's not just that. No, you want your freedom.
Like,
you want
like,
it's a lot.
Bills aren't fun, nigga.
Nah, it's not fun, bro. Yeah. But you know what else is not fun? I'm trying to do something that's small, just beat my shit, and niggas just walking in my room, bro. Like, you ever heard of knocking, bro? You feel me? Niggas just walk in, I'm just there, like, hey, yo.
Bro, when I was
something that simple, bro. Something that's
simple. When I was with my ex, I didn't get no privacy. I couldn't. Every argument, the girls heard it. every fucking conversation.
You
the
was
girls
getting loud.
heard
You
it.
a loud ass nigga. You
Bro,
was
and
dead.
and it would be like, bro, every day I can't play Xbox without hearing them telling me to shut the fuck up. I definitely can't have no phone conversations, nothing without them hearing everything. Like for me, it's a privacy.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I might be up at 4 a.m. doing this, and that, and that's not a problem for me. Like, that's the way I live my life, and there's no reason I should be upset over you guys telling me to shut the fuck up at 4 a.m. at night.
True.
You feel
There
me? Like, my
is
parents
a
pull up
nigga-
to my room
Yes.
3 a.m. like, yo, turn the speakers down. I ain't about to be like, I'm gonna still be upset because I'm a person. You feel me?
and
but I'm not gonna be mad at them like, yo, you don't have a point. You feel me? But that's why I come to the point where I'm like, yo, I just need to move out. Because if I have my own place, I could just do my own thing at whatever time I want.
This is why I really admire people like y'all like that really have like, you didn't have the privilege that I had, nigga. Like I could say that everything I've wanted in life I've had. Like I've asked my dad, I want this. Like, and this nigga tells me, nah, I'm gonna press you till you fucking get it for me, nigga. Like, that's just how bad I was spoiled the fuck out of it. Like, my dad would always make sure I had everything I wanted. Everything. Shoes, clothes, games, everything. So, like, people who didn't have it, like, I was just so not accustomed to seeing people who didn't have shit. Like, I had a different pair of sneakers every fucking day for school, nigga. Like, I could wear a fucking different pair of sneakers every fucking day, nigga.
I got a pair of sneakers every year.
And to this day, I haven't bought a shoe since.
And I had like, let's say, like, I had winter shoes. Like, I had fucking Uggs. Like, Uggs would just come on in the winter. Like, but then I'm seeing niggas with moccasins in the fucking 88 degree weather. Niggas, those are for the cold, B. So, but I didn't get that in my mind till, like, till we moved into this big house and we have more shit. And I'm like, yo, niggas really didn't have it like I had it. Like, my mom always said it. Like, she's like, yo, you're just lucky that your dad works his fucking ass off and he can't tell you guys no. I'm gonna
say this because I think we might be similar in this. So my parents spoiled me too, like, but they ain't spoiled me where they had excess amount of anything. Like I just seen them not have anything, and I'll ask for anything, and they'll take out of that nothing they have,
and they make sure
and
you
they'll still make sure I had it. You feel me? And shit like that pushes us. You feel me? Because I'm sure your parents were the same way. Like they gave you anything you wanted, but they still might have not had everything, but they gonna make sure you're still.
Oh,
good,
for sure. But like for my situation, they had it. So like it wasn't like, oh ma, I want this.
Fine.
Like it wouldn't hurt my dad's pockets. Like he'd be like, okay, here, nigga, like go away.
Yeah.
Like we got into high school and I see niggas wearing like the American Eagle, like khakis, the fucking cardigans, the sweaters.
That
like,
shit might as well been our uniform.
Exactly, and you're trying to fit in, so you're like, I want that too. I'm like, Dad, can I have this? He's like, yeah. I'm like, but I want like 3 pairs. Those shits are like $60-$70. He's like, yeah, all right, man.
Bro, I didn't buy I wanted joggers since I was a sophomore. I ain't get a pair of joggers till I bought them for myself senior year.
You see, nigga, that's
I didn't get a pair. Like I
deadass
never got a pair of joggers. I only got. No, we're going to the fucking Burger Line uniform store. You're getting a color of each shirt and 2 pairs of pants, and that's what you rocking with. This
and you're getting the pants from that same spot on Burger Line, right?
Yeah, those uniform spot.
Those nasty ass fucking pants.
You only got these. You get, and then when I got to high school, it was like you can get khaki pants and blue pants. Oh shit, I got an extra color pants now.
And you get
the white shirts, nigga. What?
Yeah, shit. But yeah, it was like I got 1 pair of sneakers for the year. I got 2 shirts.
And this is where I didn't really understand it, bro. Niggas just had it way different than I had it, bro. Like, my respect to you people, bro. Like, I wish that's why take me back and be like, yo, Kev, nigga, like look at these fucking people that don't have it. Appreciate it, nigga.
I mean, at least you appreciated it though. Eventually, son. Some people.
Yeah, as long as you now. That's what I'm saying before. Like, all you can think about is right now. Where you at right now? Right now, you are appreciative.
Yeah. So now, like materialistic things, like my uncle, my aunt that don't have really money over there in Ecuador and everything, they looked out for.
It's dope. Shout out to our families, bro. And if you got family in your life, I know a lot of people don't, but if you got family in your life, just tell them you love them, bro, and that they're necessary because they're the ones that are always going to be around. Hug
your fucking parents. Hug your mom. Tell them you love them, bro.
Don't
ever tell your mother you hate them, my nigga. I've been there where I've fucking said I've hated my mother.
Cry right after, so
nigga.
Yeah, we
love your parents. This has been the fucking realest episode by far. This has been the most I've opened up ever to niggas who, just my boys who I just like to pick on, nigga. Now they know some sensitive shit about me.
And just remember that no matter who you are, you can open up.
Yep.
This motherfucker has never opened up. You can open up and do it for your own mental health.
And I'm a nigga that talks like I'm tough all the time.
Like I'm talking crazy.
Yes, nigga, but I love everybody. Nobody is better than anybody, my nigga. This has been the fucking Sweatshop. Your boy Hoodie Kev checking out.
JJ Suarez, thank you so much for fucking tuning in.
You already know O's out, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. See y'all next week.
Peace.
Slow down, 10 toes to the ground. Finna lick up with the party just to rap and smoke a pound. Fuck the cinema, blast it off the indica. Why you acting cynical? I know you ain't so innocent.
Several different stances when I'm spitting my stanzas. Man, I'm bowling like Kansas despite the low finance.